Plaza.
Welcome to Please Don't Kill Us! We're coming at you live with your very own only actual play tabletop role-playing game show on the internet where you get to make decisions.
Yes.
With Please Don't Kill Us, the whole gist of it is that during this show, we are going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, specifically Spelljammer, Light and Xaryxis, if this is your first time, Light and Xaryxis, and during it there will be several moments where there are crossroads, where you will get to vote in the YouTube chat about what happens, various things, decide whether or not to kill us. With that, do we have any announcements? As always, check out our website. We have merch now. We have a hat that Isabel's wearing. We have
I'm wearing a hat.
Absolutely.
We're getting very... Yes. Go to our website to see that. You can see at the bottom of the screen our website. The don'tkillusshow.wixsite.com. You can get your very own Ask Me About My D&D Campaign hat, shirt, and sweatshirt. We're also very close to 500 subscribers, which then we will get to post our blindfolded D&D adventure.
And it's so
Which
silly.
is crazy.
It's so unhinged.
We did already film it because we bet on ourselves.
Damn right. You gotta back yourself.
There's no way.
Back yourself.
And yeah, we'll get
Also, I just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Let's give some quick shout-outs.
Please.
And the biggest hello to Carson. We love you.
Carson.
Listen.
R.I.P. Galileo.
I stole your seat.
Carson all the way from Japan. Sepia Vision, Lilu's first time watching live.
Hi, Lilu.
Hi.
Nada Yoel.
What up?
Hi,
Well,
Austin C. Sound off in the chat
Yeah.
if you are there. Dunka.
Incredible. So check out our merch shop. Check out, tell everyone to subscribe so we hit 500 and we can release the absolute madness that is the blindfolded D&D that Carson ran. That is wild. With that, for anyone who's new here, I'm Eric Regan, I'll be your DM, and we're gonna go to a little thing called a crossroads. Just to test it out, to see if everyone's got their space legs. And the question is, as always, how will the shots work today? So you can vote for everyone but Jack takes one, because Jack's he's getting through some nausea times, and then the other one is
stomach flu.
and then the other one is battle die. So you can write in the chat !point vote everyone or !point vote battle. How the battle die would work, just to let you know, as you're having time to put your votes in, is that everyone's going to roll. The two lowest are going to then face each other in a battle die. And the thing with the two people facing each other is the person who gets the lowest on the second one is going to take 2 shots, and the other person gets to take 1 shot.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that on every single
No,
No.
just right now. Just right now. We learned our lesson with the button.
Yeah.
We learned how many shots is too many shots.
Yes.
Oh, the button. It's
Okay,
the
we
button's
have
500.
8 votes battle die, and that's it. It's done.
Oh, great.
8 votes battle die, and that's
Stop.
it. It's done.
Good
Incredible.
job, everyone.
So with that, everyone roll a d20.
Yes,
Including
queen.
me. Go.
I'll
bring
roll
out the
for
big
you.
one?
I'll
Okay.
roll for you, Jack.
Okay.
We just convinced Jack to. God, I just rolled a 2.
Oh, later. Oh, 16.
Battle die.
Battle die.
Fun. I'm
Okay.
outie.
They rolled the same number. They're gonna battle die to see who gets lowest.
Welcome, Baron, for
9.
who missed it. We're battling over who takes 2
Wow.
shots.
What?
It was a 9 and an 8.
wait, do I?
And an 8?
I'm supposed to take 2 shots right now?
No.
You guys are gonna battle.
We're gonna battle to see
Oh.
who takes
taking
2
one or
shots.
2.
So we're gonna
I
roll
swear
right
to
now.
God.
What's your modifier? Your drinking modifier.
Liquor modifier.
So
modifier.
it's just gonna be a d20. I'll tell you what I get first here,
Okay.
just to play it cool.
I need something else. I need something else.
You need this. That's how I won.
Come on,
13
Isabel.
Oh, tough, mama.
is what it is. Gotta hit or beat a 13.
Do I still have to take a shot? Like,
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
still have to
one
take
or
a
two.
shot.
2 shots. 17!
7.
Bye,
Okay.
Jim.
Well, that's what happens when you make silly games.
Let that be a lesson to not play silly games.
You never play a silly
Don't
game.
play silly games.
Don't be silly.
And that's
serious.
how it
Drinking
works. What am I
bullets
looking at
tonight.
right there? That's how the voting works, everybody. Anyone who's new here, The voting, you did it. Now I have to take 2 shots, and Isabella has to take 1 shot. Here we go.
Yes.
Cheers to Carson.
Cheers to
Galileo.
Cheers to Galileo.
Galileo.
Also, cheers to, hey, we have a first-time joiner.
Hey!
Belegayer. I like
Belegayer.
your name. It's very
Okay,
gayer.
I love that.
And
Oh,
welcome,
who's gayer?
Ian. Welcome, Ian.
Hi,
got this.
Ian.
Welcome.
Boy. Okay.
Was that 2?
Cheers, y'all, drinking along.
You missed
damn,
the first crossroads, but there will be many more.
There will be many more you can vote in. And let's live.
Immediately,
Cheers.
knowing
Cheers.
that was a mistake. Okay. With that,
Oh.
we'll be back after this intro.
Let's
The next episode of Please Don't Kill Us.
Isn't that so cute? Can you make your jaw move like that? No, yeah.
Are we back?
We're back.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
Previously.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
Previously on Please Don't Kill Us, Spelljammer. Our heroes set forth, leaving the Rock of Brawl, this asteroid city, and making their way through this wild space system to reach the edge of it in an attempt to enter the Astral Sea. But before they could reach there, they were overtaken by a strange, sentient, cosmic storm. A red tempest that overtook the ship. Being thrown around by buffets, everyone in the party began to hear a song being sung by this eldritch storm. A song of memory, a song of those that they have lost. And Galileo, the beloved Herongon artificer, looked out into the storm and saw the person that he has been searching for years now. His wife, Razi, who was lost under mysterious circumstances, a life pursuit of his now within reach. He saw Razi in the storm, this illusion, and jumped off the ship before any of the rest of our heroes could stop him through all of their efforts. He found himself in the storm, which drained him of his memories and emotions, feeding on him, walking through these moments of his life with this lost loved one, until he was overwhelmed and carried off by the storm. Now, surviving members of the newly christened squid ship, now called the Galileo, in the middle of the storm ran into another ship, an enormous wooden ship with a large tree roots sunk into the deck, the Pale Linden, and saved the crew of this ship, which was also being overtaken by the storm. Meeting the captain, Kothar, as well as some of the crew members, these two ships escaped the storm and continued on their way to the edge of this wild space system, to the edge of the Astral Sea. And on the way, the crew of the Pale Linden brought Ruby over to their ship with a promise that they had something there that might be useful. And below deck, deck. We'll get
Did he
to
say
it.
Below dick.
Below deck.
So I took 2 shots before the intro. If you're just tuning in. Below deck.
Oh, let's have a good night.
Yeah, this is gonna be swell.
In the guest quarters, you were introduced to a refugee that they had on board the Pale Linden. Laurencia, this shipmate on the Pale Linden, explaining that she was rescued from a star moth, a ship belonging to the Astral Elves, and this wounded person you healed. And she introduced herself, this young-looking woman, late 20s looking, with short golden hair, twinkling golden eyes. She has a ring on her finger that glitters almost like stardust, and an amulet made of crystal in the shape of a butterfly. Her shattered bubble helmet is on the desk beside her, and she asked who you were. She then introduced herself as Princess Xedalli, daughter of Emperor Zavon and heir to the throne of Xaryxis.
There's a lot of X's.
You said Zekli?
Yeah, one more time.
Xedalli.
Xedalli. X-E-D.
Xedalli.
Xedalli.
Yeah?
Xedalli.
Xedalli.
As she is now staring at you, Ruby, with no small amount of fear and distrust.
You're all right then. My
She
name
looks
is
down.
Ruby.
She looks down. She's wearing like noble robes, and they're bloodstained. She looks up and says, "Did you heal me?"
Yes. Was that a wise decision?
Only time can tell, I suppose, but I thank you. And she looks over at Laurencia, who's next to you, who is this sort of alien-looking figure, yellow, sort of dotted skin, pointed ears. I would say in the time between you've learned this is, the species is called Githyanki. As she looks at him, says, "Laurencia, am I correct?" Says, "Yes. You've been in and out of consciousness ever since we found you. We kind of went through a tough little storm there, but we're evened out now."
It's a bit of an understatement. There was a deadly storm and lives were lost. But I suppose you just slept right through it.
I apologize. She kind of looks at you. Do you have some sort of issue with me?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, we lost someone very dear to us, and I'm a bit on edge. And I take out a cigarette, put it in my cigarette holder, and light it up, and I offer her one. You want one?
Sure. She reaches out and she takes one.
I light it for her.
She begins to smoke from it. It seems rather new to her, but she make an insight check.
21.
21. She wants to make you comfortable in her presence.
So don't worry about me, darling. I'm perfectly fine. What did you say your name was?
Xedalli.
Xedalli.
Yes. Was an heir to sovereignty, but now I find myself relying upon the kindness of strangers.
So do we all, to some extent. Now, listen, my friends are on the other ship. We've been through a lot. If you'd like a little air and to come above board, you're welcome to come over. If you want to stay down here, that's perfectly fine too. I will warn you, if you are not an animal person, we have many large hamsters on the other ship.
The only thing that you need to clarify.
I'll manage.
Right, well, some people are allergic. And I put out my cigarette and I say, well, come on then, I'm sure you want to stretch your legs.
You see her feel the wound that was in her abdomen. And she can feel that the wound is closed, thanks to you. With your 21 insight carrying on, you can see her trying to ascertain as much as she can from you. Just trying to see if you are a friend or a foe, and what sort of situation she is in, as she stands up and nods to you.
I nod my head and I look at Laurencia, and I say, I think we'll make our way back over.
Right. Well, I'll take you up. He turns around to lead you back up, and it's at that moment that you begin to hear a commotion above deck. It's muffled sounds, but you can hear the sounds of boots running across the deck, different people kind of shouting to each other, just a commotion happening as Laurencia begins to lead you over to the stairs, leading you up. And as you come up the stairs, all of you who are above deck, which is only excluding Ernie, which Ernie, you feel this from within the spelljamming hell of the Galileo.
Thank you.
All
by
of
the
you
way.
above deck.
Me?
Yeah.
For guiding
For driving?
us.
Yeah, okay. I'm
You-
the designated driver. It's fine.
Go up, following Laurencia. Xedalli follows behind you as well, and as you come up, you can see the shimmering silver of what looks like almost an ethereal curtain, spreading in all directions. You can see now that these two ships have been tied off together, and planks of wood have been stacked between them so that for easy access between the two ships. As both of them at their fronts pierce through this strange curtain.
We made a ship catamaran.
Passing through silver,
Or it's a silver.
Ooh.
you enter the Astral Sea. Whereas Wild Space was this sort of kaleidoscope of different colors, you've been hearing from just different crewmates talking around the ship, referring to the Astral Sea as the Silver Void. And it's only now that you understand why. As you pass through the silver curtain, you're just making it in time to see. You see a misty silver infinity spread around you. Various sort of light shades of violet course through what is otherwise an expanse. All of you make perception checks.
First roll.
Oh, excuse me. I see a nat 20.
A nat 20.
And I see it.
Bad girl. Bad girl.
Okay.
8.
16.
We're starting off strong tonight.
8.
You're being goofy.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a silly word.
8.
Giggle forward.
So it was
Yeah,
8,
you're
16. What'd you get?
Oh, just a one.
And
A 20.
Just a little
crit.
one.
20s.
Yes, the natural.
Okay.
My favorite show, 2020.
Ruby, you are taken over by this expanse around you. But as your vision sort of drifts across the void, you look at Xedalli and you watch her. And so your attention is taken up by watching her take in this sight around her. Spleen, you are at this point, you tell me if you're still unconscious where we left you last time.
I think I'm still unconscious. I think I haven't, given my bad roll, I think I'm still under.
Spleen
Yeah.
is still unconscious from passing out, from the overwhelming trauma of the previous episode's events.
Astral.
Estel,
Estel.
Nice to meet you.
You realize that you don't have to breathe. You realize as you enter the silver void, there is a strange physiological feeling where this is almost both a place in the physical realm as well as a place in the mind and spirit. This astral sea where you are at full peace.
I'm gonna kind
It's a strange
of
feeling.
take a beat. Yeah.
Ernie,
Yeah.
you feel this as well, this sensation that you don't have to breathe. And even in the helm, you get the sense that your physical body can be moved in this astral sea through thought alone. You can float, fly, move through space through thought alone. And as you are at the spelljamming helm, you feel as these two ships now interlace so that they will fly together, begin to fly at an ever-increasing speed. Those on deck see almost a tunnel form around the ships, this tachyon wormhole sensation.
I know, I'm not gonna cry.
Flying through the sea. You begin to feel a velocity that you've never felt before on this ship.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Life is a highway.
Estel, you are above deck on the Galileo.
Yeah. Well, I was with Spleen, but I think I would have made my way up.
Okay.
Priest.
Definitely. There are crewmates from the Pale Linden kind of going back and forth over both the ships. You can see that the shipmates are now kind of taking care of both ships at this point. Just upkeep and all of that. As Ruby, you emerge above deck with Princess Xedalli.
I'm looking around to see if anyone else is having this awesome little high that I'm having of being in the Astral Sea.
Well,
Probably see them.
yeah, are we... So we're still on the Pale Linden.
Yeah.
You're on the Galileo. But I would... If I saw Estelle, I would... walk the plank. Just rather
Yeah.
And I do it... I'd like to imagine rather gracefully.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
and gesture along to Xedalli and say, "This is Estelle. Estelle, this is Xedalli, right?"
That's correct. As she crosses the plank and looks at you, Estelle, I'm going to go to a crossroads.
Okay.
The crossroads for you, killers out there, is: does Princess Xedalli recognize Estelle?
Why did you know it?
Well, I knew that was gonna be the crossroads.
Why?
Because she's
What do you know?
she's an astral elf and I'm an elf, and so I
Do
thought
all
that
elves
maybe-
know each other?
I don't know. I'd like to think they do.
Okay.
Okay, we've got 4 yeses. Welcome, Paul. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
Wow. 7 yeses, methinks. 8 yeses, 9 yeses, 10 yeses.
So I'm
Keep them
thinking
coming.
8 yeses. I'm
I'm
thinking
thinking it's gonna be a
Knows
yes.
you.
I'm thinking Xedalli likes what she sees.
Does anyone want to vote no just to
Yeah, no in what way?
throw things off?
Did anyone want to do that?
Anyone?
Anyone want to be
Make a
unique?
name for yourself.
Anyone want to be unique and
famous.
awesome?
Incredible.
No?
Something like
No,
yes.
I want them to know.
Good for
What
you.
they want.
Okay,
10
that's a
yeses.
united chat.
And yes.
I like these blue ones.
Make an insight check, if you would, for me, Estelle.
I'm pulling out the astral elves dice,
Wow.
Oh.
and they're just
Wow.
sparkling. Insight?
Insight would be great.
Where's that?
Okay,
Oh,
slay.
okay, I'm insightful. Nat 20 plus 7.
It's
Cool.
serious.
I just saw her whole history flash.
You have a full moment to flash back.
Wait, astral elf dice.
Slay.
27 insight. Okay. Okay.
You start at her birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
She and I, that's so raven each other.
100%. What I will say to preface this is, Ruby, you are looking at Estelle during this. You do not read Xedalli's face as this happens. Estelle, you see an immediate. Her eyes widen. And you then see half second where she then decides to steady. Her eyes return to normal, and she looks at you and smiles. Xedalli, Princess Xedalli, and with a nat 20 insight, what you glean from that, you see absolute certain recognition, and then a decision to let you be the one to bring this up if you want to.
So we need to talk later.
As she
I need to buy that girl a
introduces
drink.
herself. Princess Xedalli.
Estelle, it's nice to meet you.
Like
You met my dear friend Ruby.
I did. Ruby helped me feel a good deal better than I was. Thank you.
What happened to you?
See her kind of walk off to the side of the Galileo and look off into the silver void, this tunnel that you are all now flying through. Turns to you and says, I was the victim of a bit of betrayal. I suppose how it goes in royal courts.
You're royal.
I am the daughter of Emperor Zavon of the Xaryxian Empire.
My goodness.
Space traffic.
Another squid ship going the opposite direction of the tunnel.
I say, and how would you describe your relationship with your father? Would you say you two are very close?
Clearly not, if I'm in this position. You see a bit of hurt in her from this line of questioning as she says, my brother, Xelith, was the one that put me directly into this position. However, you see, my father is on his deathbed. He is not long for this world, and as royal retinue is prescribed to do, Xelith and I were to share the throne once our father passed, and my brother did not have a liking to that, so he ousted me from the court and sent me into the clutches of his sycophants. And he shipped me off to die with a dying planet. But thankfully I didn't make it there. She looks over at the pale Linden, saved by a group of ruffians, no less.
How can Xelith just ship you off? Surely there's people in court who look out for your safety. How was he able to banish you?
There are those who are on my side in the matter, but they stay quiet for their own safety. Xelith has commandeered the Navy. He's in full control of all Xaryxian stratagem. But, this is how it goes.
And your father, what kind of health is he in? Do you suspect Xelith will, I'm sorry to say it of your father, but take over soon?
I would imagine so, but and she looks at you, Ruby, and says, but I don't want to bore you with details of my own family strife. I don't know what interest you would take in it.
You are certainly not boring us, and we are no friend of the Emperor. We come from a planet that was destroyed. We have no home, and we are looking for answers. I don't know what it is you want. If you want to go back and take the throne, if you want to make a name for yourself out in the world, I'm interested to know. But I can assure you that we mean you no harm. And in fact, if you find yourself looking for a place to go, I can assure you you'd be welcome on our ship.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna inspire myself.
Slay.
Like,
I have the power within me.
I just killed that.
I can do that, right?
Yeah, why not? I think you find yourself very inspired.
I think I do too.
You're a role model.
I'm like, yeah,
Ruby best mama.
I really
Ruby best
kept,
bard.
I really kept it together during all of this. Oh! It's my second natural one in a row.
You gotta get rid of this.
I gotta get rid of this.
Get rid of her.
But I guess I gotta add, just to see what happens when I add my little D8.
What you got here?
Your mic apparently is pretty echoey. Can you maybe like bring it closer to you and see if that
totally.
helps?
Let me see.
6.
Try and put-
I guess, total.
Okay. Natural.
I really thought I was gonna land that.
I know.
Like, clearly,
I mean,
like Ruby was like, yeah.
I'm
this is-
inspired.
this
I'm
is it.
inspiring.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
you look at her and you read on her face immediately. You telling her that your home world was destroyed by her empire, where she comes from. She immediately sort of backs away into a defensive feeling as she looks at you and says, I only want safe passage. That's all that I want. I don't want to stir anything.
You are welcome to have safe passage. Do I pick up that this is what she's thinking?
You definitely read on her that she's like, she feels fear of you, in terms of what retribution you may seek or against her for this.
Please don't be afraid. I know that whatever happened to our planet had nothing to do with you. And you are welcome here.
Please. May I ask, where do you plan to go?
I haven't had much time to think about that. I've until just moments ago been in the throes of some rather painful feelings, but I feel better now. I don't know.
Does she look better? Does she look like she's still hurt?
She still certainly seems like she's kind of hobbling around. She's in better shape than she was. She was unconscious, curled up with a wound before, and you can see where her abdomen is like it's dried blood on her noble robes now.
I'm gonna whistle, which I can't do.
In real life?
Totally.
Yeah, I do that. I do that. And my caribou that's still around is gonna come trotting over and just kind of give her a little nuzzle next to her.
Yeah, absolutely. It emerges from like a group of shipmates on the Pale Linden, and there's like some kind of screams of terror as it bounds over. As it flies over, like arcing through this wormhole over onto the Galileo, and looks over and nuzzles against Xedalli, and you see healing force enter into her, and she takes a moment to breathe. Thank you. I should get some rest for the moment, but I'll be happy to speak to you when I'm feeling more myself. Thank you for everything. I do appreciate it, and I am sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry. Again, it is a difficult time for us. And we are all healing in our own ways.
There are some cabins below. You can
Thank you.
make yourself comfortable wherever you'd like.
Perhaps I will go over to the Pale Linden. They've put me in a room over there, but you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
As she gives a nod and walks across. And it's at this point that there's a knock on the spelljamming room in the Galileo.
Sorry. Hold on. One moment. Sorry.
Spelljamming naked.
It's the only way.
I mean, you're a lizard, so like.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
What's going on,
I can't wear clothes.
Captain Kothar enters. You're vaguely aware of his presence. This captain of the Pale Linden comes in. You hear his voice. He says, Ernie, or Ernbert, I'm sorry.
No, please, call me Ernie.
Ernie, I want to help lighten the load for you. I'll take a shift in the helm. If you want to convene with your crew.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to imposition you. I think you have a lot of things to go on with your crew as well.
No, I'm feeling good. I got some help from, there's like a caribou above deck, and
yeah, Big Sis can do that.
Nice.
Aww.
Well, take a breather. I got it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna step out and
Yeah.
can I get a look at him?
Yeah, totally.
Just like
Yeah, I mean, he's wearing, I mean,
Do we knock down?
imagine like a very much like a airplane kind of swashbuckling kind of outfit.
wait, he's probably like 62.
His golden scales.
Okay.
His neck is rather long. It kind of stretches out where it can. It's like almost like snake-like,
Okay.
jagged teeth,
Okay.
and eyes that are.
And age?
I
I don't want to ask.
You have never seen one of these species before. You don't know just from looking.
You could ask.
Yeah. I'm just gonna burn out. How old are you? Sorry.
No.
I'm just really in awe that a captain so striking can be a captain.
Yeah.
Got it.
Probably
Totally nailed it.
wondering.
You're like asleep at his feet, I think.
Yeah. It's just a dead body.
You're probably wondering as he steps over Spleen's body. Probably wondering why his ship has a captain so young. So I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, and neck so long and tail so long. It's great.
Yeah.
Neck so long, tail so long.
I mean, I've never seen someone like you, so it's funny. But
Of course.
no, 17.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
How old are you?
I'm 16, y'all!
Love wins.
Oh my god.
Guys, I got so flustered all of a second. I'm like sweating.
Lizard love wins.
It's it's a funny story how I got the ship, but I'll tell you to you some other time.
Yeah, buy me a drink. And I'm gonna do a little like stance like this, but it's just like a little awkward.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
You had your first martini like this morning.
Yeah, literally.
I've had one drink, so I know how.
Yeah.
I've had the bug shit.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
Take you up on that.
All right. Well, my liege.
16 going on 7.
Kinda
I'm gonna
chuckles at
hold
that.
out like my hand so that he can like step in if he wants.
Yeah. I mean, he takes it. His hand is cold and scaly. As
Just
he
how I like it.
puts it in your palm and kind of hoists himself up onto the helm. You see his eyes roll back in his head as he
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what happens.
enters into the helm and
Yeah.
Let's
begins
just have
to
a
help
spell jam.
the ship along.
Steer well, King.
I thought he was just gagged.
I did too.
grab.
I thought it was that.
I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna check on Mr. Spleen over here.
Yeah,
Just-
you give Spleen a nudge. Spleen, you are suddenly roused to consciousness, being nudged by your friends. Ernie.
I'm so sorry. I think we should go up onto the deck with everybody else. Are you okay?
Yeah. How long was all that real? What?
Why don't we go find the others? Okay.
Okay. Who's that? Handsome lizard.
That's Captain Kothar, and I'm gonna message. He's 17. Your little wiggle. Little.
And then I'm gonna message back, and I'll say, "They don't call me the wingman for nothing. I have wings."
Oh my god. No way, man.
But then I'm hit with a pang of.
Deep grief.
I think I don't know. I don't even know how to deal with this. I think I'm a little bit in shock.
Yeah.
And just also like exhausted. I think from crying, so I still
Yeah,
don't
totally.
quite understand what's happening. But
Emotion.
I'll follow
hangover.
you. Yeah, I'll follow you up and sort of just be behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and give him a hug. I'm gonna give Spleen a little hug. Let's give him a little.
Thanks, Ernie.
Let's go, sweetie. Cool.
Might claw.
Claws.
As you both
Paws out.
leave Captain Kothar, paws out, on the Spelljammer helm, you both go above deck. I am going to go to a crossroads then.
That's one thing that we be doing.
As,
Big old crossroads.
as the ships are traveling through the wormhole, I have a question for the killers, which is, do the hamsters and pigeon get along?
I need to go there.
Oh
Put
shit.
your vote
I was
in
wondering
the
if the
chat.
pigeon was still here.
Jack.
Yes.
Jack the
No,
pigeon.
the pigeon.
The better
Jack the
Jack.
pigeon. That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Look at him go.
All right.
Put your vote in the chat.
Put your vote in the chat. Okay. Enough.
Shall we?
We have 6 votes no, 2 votes yes.
Oh god.
We have
Jack
a war
would
going on.
kind
Okay,
of-
4 votes yes.
Gosh!
6 votes
I love
no.
when it's not unanimous.
It's not. It's
Oh
a
my gosh,
closer
this is
one
a war.
today.
This is surprising to me.
7
Oh my gosh.
votes no, 4 votes yes. They're ready to kill the pigeon.
Ready
They're finally
kill
ready
the
to kill the
pigeon.
pigeon. They've been waiting
Jack
for
the
this.
pigeon.
I thought they were
Some
trying to
folks
save
have
the
wanted
pigeon.
Jack
They were
dead
trying to
for
save it
ages.
so they could kill it.
They
is
want to
what they were
roast it.
saying.
Didn't they
Eat
want
it,
to
I believe.
eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. They
Alright,
want to save
and
it
that's
to kill it.
They do not get along.
They don't get along. Incredible. So,
They don't.
Of course they don't.
with that, you
reading
both
creatures,
go
of
above
course.
deck. And as you arrive above deck, you first see Ruby and Estel looking off the side. You see the wormhole that you're traveling through, and you also see Commodore Dent kind of wandering across the deck of the ship.
So cute.
And he looks over at the lot of you, and he says, have you seen Jack around?
I'm sorry, rummaging in my scarf that's across my
I
body.
lost track of him. I've been trying to find him.
Yeah.
If you see him, let me know.
I think he might be on me, actually.
All of you
and
make
I
perception checks.
open a
Am I,
Yes,
am I up by now? Or we
Yeah,
both
you're,
up by
you're
now?
both up now.
I'm gonna use this.
6.
It's been rolling bad.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, 18.
What was it?
Oh my god, I rolled another
perception.
nat 20.
You did?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Macy and
We should
Isabel are
be
really
really-
yin
Yeah.
and yang right now.
So
Oh, okay.
24.
A 5.
Ruby?
Nothing like the death of a friend to get
Okay.
the juices flowing.
Dad, my friend, let's go.
Spleen, what'd you get?
6.
6. Okay. So it's gonna be Ruby and Estel. You both look around. First, you don't see anything in there, and then you're the first to see it. And then Ruby, you see that the hamster that belonged to Galileo seems to be chewing on something and struggling to chew.
I'm gonna run over and bat it, give it a slap on the butt. Bat hamster!
Make an
There you go.
animal handling check.
Oh, you would think the druid.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Is that another nat 20?
No.
No, it's a 17, so 21.
21.
Good lord. Yeah, you
I know, nobody-
go over immediately. Galileo's hamster looks over at you, just mouth full, and you give a good on the back and spit out this disgusting, soaking wet, slimy pigeon.
No!
And the body of the pigeon slides across the deck and is limp,
Oh.
and then gets up onto its talons, starts to give a shake, and then pukes onto the deck of the ship.
Good old Jeff.
And just
Just
starts
how we
to
left him.
slowly walk away from the hamster.
I mean, he looks great.
Just
And as you
Business
see,
as usual.
with a 21 animal handling check, the
God.
hamster, Galileo's hamster looks to you for a treat.
Can I create a treat with druidcraft? I'll try to create a little plant.
in your
Am I?
Maybe like a flower just kind of,
Yeah, I
And,
roll
um,
flower. Yeah,
yeah, and this hamster just starts
with a flat hand.
on it. With a
Yeah,
fork.
of course. Don't get your fingies in there.
As you satiate this hamster, Jack the Pigeon saunters away.
Wait,
to
why did I use a
continue.
spell on that? What the hell?
That's a cantrip. That's a cantrip, right?
No.
No?
I think it's first level. I'll look it up.
You all, as Jack wanders off to continue his adventures, you all see that the wild space orrery is still activated, and what once was a map of the wild space system in which you came from zooms out, so that you see this small orb representing the wild space system that you came from. And you can see that Commodore Dent is over there, sort of muttering to it. And you see materializing in the space another orb. And a dotted line connecting the two orbs. As you see sort of characters, digits, start to appear in the space of the wild space orrery, projecting from it. You see distance, colon, and then next to it is almost seeming to glitch out a variety of numbers and letters that keep changing. And then below that you see EST, colon, 21 days.
Oh. Where are we going again?
We're
Just
going
like-
Doomspace!
Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But,
And he turns around and continues to mutter to the wild.
never mind.
Doomspace!
Okay.
He answers you not on purpose.
Yeah. I kind of turn my head towards him and say, sorry, we're going to Doomspace. Is that where, my head feels a little scrambled about what we're trying to do right now.
A coalition. We're on our way to try and form an alliance against the Empire.
Right.
Doomspace.
You
Nope.
see his eyes are still kind of like, they're dried out and still red from
I'm crying.
the battle,
Bring a
but
little
he's
baby.
trying to maintain composure.
I say, no, forgive me. Did you say Doom Space with an M? Or Dune Space?
Doom. D-O-O-M. As in, it contains a great deal of doom.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
You see, Doomspace has, in its very center, a vortex, a sort of singularity known as the Eye of Doom. If you get sucked in there, no one knows what happens to you.
Oh my god.
My God.
We're going in there confirmed.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys
Canon.
know that.
There's no way that we're not.
You seem a little troubled.
Well,
I assure you, my leads are good.
I believe you, Commodore. May I ask? And please don't take this the wrong way. But are you always terrified during a battle? Or was it this particular battle that rattles you?
Sorry you had to see me like that.
Okay.
Got his ass.
What is
Yeah.
because?
I mean, like, we
was
were
that even-
fighting our asses off and he was like,
Yeah.
This is not my first rodeo with the Xaryxian Empire. I suppose I should come clean with you all. I am not called a Commodore for just shits and giggles. I once led a fleet, and we tried to take our vengeance on the Xaryxians, but it didn't work out, and I lost a lot. Now those storms, they're real bastards, see? They'll dig into you. They kind of scream at you what you've lost. For me, that's a bit too much to handle.
I'm sorry.
I have made mistakes, but I'm working to pay off my sins.
Well, we very much appreciate you being here. And
Well, I appreciate you. You're the ones helping.
I really want to pants him. I just want to like, just to cut it.
What kind of pants is he wearing? Little jeans, little blue jeans.
Hippopotapants.
Set it up by the camera so
He are you pantsing?
Should I? Wait, I'm gonna take a roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a roll for decision.
Commodore did.
Big decision.
Or
Or you can put it up to the killers.
yeah. Ooh, put it up to the
Well,
killers because I
We know
have.
what they're gonna say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's pretty clear what they're gonna say.
But then you're absolved of guilt.
But I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah,
Right,
feel
but then
free,
it's
feel
like-
free.
There
The
might be
killers made me-
dire consequences.
To pantsing.
If
This
if
could
you
be
pants him.
the end of Ernie.
Crossroads.
Pants.
Should he pants him?
All right. Should he pants him? Get pantsed, bitch.
Should he get pantsed? White or in?
With this, he looks at you.
We have one vote no. Sorry.
As this goes on, he looks at you, and says, "Now I saw you cavorting a bit with the elf they have over there. I'll try to stay out of your business, but I can't. I won't be socializing. I'll leave it at that."
Okay, it's 50-50 right now. I have to interject.
Yeah. pause on
5v5.
that.
5v5. Anyone want to let one last vote?
One
We
last
need
vote.
somebody to
Be
break
the
the
decider.
tie.
That's it.
Because Jordan wants to get involved with the guild!
It's us. We have to decide.
Great.
Wait,
You
what
guys
is
have
it?
to vote.
It's-
It's 50-50
yeah.
for you guys. Austin, you're going to be the decider if they're 50-50.
Okay.
We tried.
Wait, who? Is here?
Who?
Is Austin in the room with us?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna start. I start too often.
Yeah, let's go. Start
Okay,
with
let's
It is
start.
always Jack.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I guess so. I'm
that's
gonna
a
say
yes. Isabel, pants him or no?
No.
No, that's one yes, one no. That's
He's
one
in
yes.
He just shared something vulnerable with us.
Jack, now you're
He
the
just
decider.
told me he won't be sorting with.
I'm gonna pants him. We're
Oh, you're
pantsing his
pantsing
ass.
him. Pantsing
Well,
his
I'm
ass.
not gonna pants. I'm gonna allow him.
Amazing. Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Pants his ass.
I'm gonna use my mage hand. I'm just going. Roll it
Nice.
Make it with advantage.
Oh, great.
The
Okay.
mage hand do what the mage hand want to do. You know what I mean? That
Okay.
isn't your
Sleight of hand.
deal.
Sleight of hand.
That's a 14.
A 14.
Let's go.
He doesn't see you. That's a 10. As he's
I feel so bad now.
as he's staring
He's like, I've just
staring
What?
into
Ouch.
you, staring into Estelle and also Ruby and saying
Yeah, we're having a pretty serious
about
moment.
Yeah.
you may miss. He was talking about you speaking with Xedalli, and he was saying
So
very
stupid.
seriously, I will not be sharing conversations with the elf. I've been through a lot, and at that point, pants go down. It's at this point you realize that
Oh my God,
he
so
he
stupid.
attempted to go to Crossroads for his commando.
No.
He's not commando. He's in tidy whities. As you bring
No,
down
he's-
his pants.
He's Commodore. He's
As you see,
Ooh.
his pants go down. Ernie, you are successfully able to pants him as he kind of freezes.
Oh my God.
I look over. Can I tell who did it? Can we tell who did that?
Oh yeah. I mean, yes.
But he can't.
Oh, look at the time.
Yeah, no, he doesn't see. As he looks up at all of you and says,
I probably deserve that.
He could have just felt like his pants fell down,
Yeah.
right? It was a mage hand.
with the sleight of hand. Yeah, I'll say with the 14 sleight of hand, he just feels his pants go down.
I'm gonna just pretend
Not
I
again.
Oh no! Okay, well,
Your legs
that's
look
enough
great.
egg on my face for the day. Okay, no more.
As he kind of walks away, his like gray skin goes beet red as he walks away. just tightening his belt loop even tighter to the next notch, and just kind of like, oh, didn't you did it again?
Oh, and he's walking away.
He walks away.
Oh
yeah.
no!
It's okay.
Um,
He'll live.
I'm gonna go after him.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tap to the hippo.
He looks over, just a tomato face. Is it?
What were you saying about the elf?
The elf, I saw you speaking with an elf over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the circumstances are, but I don't.
Tightening his belt loop.
I'm pretending not to see, like when someone's fly is down and you're just like.
He appreciates it.
I don't have it in me to make friends. I'm not big enough.
Do you know who she is? Is that what it is? Or is it?
I know where she comes from. I know what her people did.
Well, that's all right. I understand. I mean, I'm certainly not very excited to be sharing a sailboat spaceship with a family member of someone who attacked the planet where I grew up either. I understand. But if you know anything about her specifically, will you come find me?
She's someone important.
Yeah, she is. To me, at least.
Well, I'll try to find out what I can. Let you know.
She's also important to a lot of people, but but she's important to me, and that's why I'm asking.
Understood.
Thank you.
And his
I'll
belt.
leave you to it. I'm looking up.
Yeah, his belt snaps.
Where'd my pants go?
And his pants fall again. He was trying too hard to tighten it, and just snaps his pants fall.
Right to bed. He
goes down the stairs.
I my caribou.
Thank you, Astral. Thank you.
As he
You know where to find me.
disappears below deck.
Oh, stop.
You all see this wild space orrery, and you can see a little label under the wild space system where you came from. It goes realm space, and there is a label underneath. It seems to be another system that you are heading towards. Doomspace.
Wait, we're already going into Doomspace?
That was 21 days.
21. It's on the wild space orrery. This is the label underneath
okay.
these. And you can see, again, this pulsing white dot moving along the line between them. The space around it in the wild space orrery's projection is just fog. You see no details. As you can see, that the wild space orrery doesn't quite know how to handle the Astral Sea itself. It seems to be a strange location for it. But you seem to be on your way to Doomspace. The estimated time until arrival is 21 days. And with that, we're going to travel.
Whoa.
21 days.
Holy shit.
You all
Long rest.
continue
Longest rest.
living on the Galileo, splitting time between the Galileo and Pale Linden. You all have these days to look forward to. 3 weeks, in fact, of being on these ships.
Cute.
As you are traveling, I will get to what each of you wants to do during that time. But first of all, about a day after these events that we have narrated now, you see that the hamster that had the pigeon in its mouth starts to show some symptoms of something.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna go to a crossroads now.
Oh.
Jack is infected. He's diseased.
He's got strep.
The question for the killers is, what are the symptoms of the pigeon cold?
Oh my God.
Is it itchy eyes or swollen tongue? Exclamation point, vote eyes, or exclamation
You
point,
guys,
vote
we
tongue.
have bird flu.
I was gonna
on
say,
board.
oh no, a hamster
We
got
gotta-
bird flu. We
we
might have
gotta-
to push that hamster into
We gotta
space.
kill this bird.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
or the
they
hamster.
want it.
I think
I'll,
all the
I'll
hamsters
remind you,
or-
no healing magic has been done on this bird at all.
It gives him his
all.
charm. It's like, I like him slimy.
Oh my god.
I thought about it. Well, I tried to once, and it still told me not to.
I was gonna bring my caribou over
So
a second
true.
ago, but then you moved on. It's your fault, Eric.
Yeah, so true. Carson in the chat says, not me and my hamster perishing.
Oh no!
Okay, we have 8 votes swollen tongue, 1 vote itchy eye,
Hold on.
Um, 1 vote disease builds character. So true.
I
Alright,
don't know
that's it.
about
Swollen tongue.
Amazing, swollen tongue.
Guys.
You'll begin to notice about a day later that this this hamster, which is kind of like fur, is sort of black and white, almost marbled.
He's so cute.
Just like Galileo.
He begins to start kind of like smacking his tongue on kind of like that, and
gross.
develops a cough as well.
Gross.
This is just something that you notice as people are going about their days on this ship. As you're flying through space, is there anything in particular that the 4 of you want to do on this travel time? Anything that you would like to, anyone you'd like to speak to, anything you would like to do? And the answer can be no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few
There's a
things
few
I
things
wanna
we'd
do.
like to do.
Cool.
There's 2 things in particular that I would love to do.
I know
Yeah.
what one of them is.
I know
Yeah.
everybody and their mother knows exactly which one I want to do. So, I would have had a few more little moments with Kothar, flirty or not flirty. And I also want to find as many times to pants Commodore dead as possible.
Ernie!
My God. Okay.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check just for, in general, over 21 days. This will
Yeah.
determine how often you're able to pants him.
With advantage because I've been doing it.
Yeah, with advantage. With
He
advantage.
knows right where
you're
the
the
loose
mage
buckle
hand.
is.
The dent is not.
No, I did so poorly.
Oh no.
I got an 8.
Dent starts to like feel like he's in on the joke in an uncomfortable way, where he's like trying to pretend like he's part of it too, and starts
his own
looking
pants
over at
down.
you, and it's like, "Oh, you're gonna get me again, Ernie, aren't you?" And he starts shuffling down his pants on his own every once in a while.
I'm
and
a
just kind of
16-year-old
like,
lizard. Pull those pants back up.
Oh, you can't handle a little mooning, can ya?
And he pulls his pants back up. You're able to do it
Right.
a few times with
Okay.
that. It becomes
Right on.
uncomfortable rather quickly.
For everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for
If
everyone.
I
We're like,
started feeling
please,
that,
Ernie.
I would lessen on.
One of my things
yeah.
is like being like, Ernie, maybe the
Yeah.
the pantsing is getting a little out of
Yeah,
hand.
the crew
It's
of the
showing
Pale
your
Linden
age.
starts fucking hating it. Like, it's just like, Dent, no!
He just looked like he could use a good chuckle.
Yeah. I just think, I think, if you really want to impress Kothar, maybe try to act his age. 17.
1 year older.
20 year older. You're right.
Yeah. I just want the best for you.
It's a good point, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just button a little bit up. Just strap a little bit.
100%. And you're trying to romance Captain Kothar.
I would say it's more just like passing flirts.
Yeah.
Nothing that I can't really commit to seriously. I don't know. This is a new world for me.
100%. We're gonna find out, what sort of scenarios you find Captain Kothar in. There seems to be several spellcasters on the Pale Linden who are able to take on shifts, helping to spelljam the Galileo as you go. But I'm gonna go to a crossroads as far as what the Pale Linden crew likes to do when they're in Astral Sea traversal. How does the Pale Linden crew pass the time? singing shanties or shooting dice.
Ooh.
Oh, they seem like a fun bunch.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Don't mind if I take part and steal everyone's money.
Are there any other 17-year-old lizards on this? Maybe we can make it a group thing.
There's no other of these. You learn his species name is Suron. There's a species you've never seen before. It's looking like singing shanties. I'm so sorry, Jack.
Shanties.
Apologies to
They want
Swain.
you to sing.
Below the dick.
Which I get. I want him to sing too.
I always want Eric to
I
sing.
want him to sing as well. Well, you better come up with a shanty quick because we've got 5 votes shanty.
Uh-oh,
one
you're
vote,
singing a
2 votes
shanty.
dice.
Na 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 na.
Could there be a dice comeback here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
5-2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
In your
right.
wildest dreams.
Excuse me. Just been fun sitting next to you so far.
Thanks.
You go get that.
That is shanties then.
That's it.
Over these days, the Pale London crew is made up of all sorts of a variety of different species. But they often get together. One of them in particular has an accordion, and another has a fiddle, much like Ruby.
I would join in some of these jam sessions. Some of this jam session.
As they begin singing different shanties, you spending time with Captain Kothar. Captain Kothar starts to teach you lyrics and just sort of these old tunes.
Are they only talking in Draconic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our favorite song.
When Kothar and Ernie are speaking, none of you understand.
Yeah, we're like, you see that?
Get a load of that. That's
yeah.
hot.
Ooh.
When you're having these audacious moments, there is a time while they're singing shanties where, well, I'm gonna have you make a charisma check with advantage.
Okay. That's a
This song's cute.
13.
13. Okay.
You're learning.
He is flirting back with you. It's so hard to tell, like, what he would want out of this relationship or anything like that. He seems to be having fun talking to you a lot. But his world is such a different world from yours that it's just
Classic
like,
problem.
how do they communicate? Like this he's a swashbuckler. He's a sort of a merchant marine turned mercenary pirate. He's has this rapport with his crew. There is a quiet moment in while there's sort of one of these times where shanties are being sung in the background, where he shares with you how he got the Pale Linden. It was through bloodshed, I must admit. See, my uncle used to be the captain of this ship, but he was skimming off the top back when we were an honest operation. Didn't treat the crew right. Didn't treat anyone right. And there were those who were against it, but took matters into my own hands. I still think about it often, taking his life, but but
So hot.
the crew made me captain afterwards, so I try to take care of them as best I can.
Baby cup.
I've had to make some difficult choices in my life, too. I ran away from the only home I knew. Something that was quite abusive and dangerous, and I led a life that I wasn't proud of. And I'm happy for the journey that it's led me on. And I think you can agree that you feel the same way.
Do you
You wish that you were still with that family.
I feel like I wish I was with another family. I'm lucky that I still have them here. Most of them. But I do miss a few. I miss Pat. I miss Galileo. I miss Adora. But I'm here. And I'm alive. And I'm happy. I really can't ask for more.
I think I understand where you're coming from. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That's a 16.
16. There's this music playing. They're playing a light tune now. There's only a couple of the crewmates singing in beautiful harmony. This sort of almost sounds like a lullaby. And Captain Kothar leans in for a kiss.
Ooh. I'm gonna give him a little kiss. I'm gonna give him a little kiss.
Do you
Roll
need
for
me to
kit.
Do you want me to roll for kiss?
roll for performance? Why not?
That is a 20. Not natural.
A dirty
A dirty 20.
20.
Okay, slay.
Oh my god.
That is a dirty 20. Dirty.
Yeah. who
That's
doesn't
a
like
dirty,
little
sloppy,
dirty-
sexy kiss.
Ooh.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
This is terrible, but I must be honest. You rolled a 7.
That's
You
your
go
love.
in and you kiss him, and this is the first moment that you feel him nervous. He puts on an air of confidence so much of the time, and when he leans in for a kiss and you kiss him back,
It's fine.
he
Teeth get in the way sometimes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Brace.
he,
Yeah, he has
has,
jagged teeth.
he does have he has pointed teeth.
Which I'm really into. Love it.
He has a moment where he kind of gets unsure, and he kind of breaks away and looks quickly over at his crew just to see if anyone was looking and sees them still singing. And he glances over back at you and like, chuckles. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's I've never had something like that.
If it helps, I've never had anything like that either. I've only practiced.
What have you practiced on?
So I was working.
What?
I was working at I was working with a telescope, and
Oh, no.
sometimes I would look up at the stars and it'd be late at night, and sometimes I would just kiss the rim of the telescope. Sometimes.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I can't believe I told
Could
you
have been a
that.
lot worse.
I really can't believe I told you that. That's so embarrassing.
As you said that, he leans in and kisses you again.
Oh,
And he holds your
I
hand.
love you guys.
With advantage.
Yeah, why not? Let's do another.
They already they know each other a little
That's a
better.
crit. That's a nat 20.
Let's
Oh,
go.
let's
That was
go.
that's an 18.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
Oh,
Let's go.
fireworks. Smart.
As you and Captain Kothar share this kiss with renewed confidence, the camera pans over to the shanty singing and all of that as the two of you begin a budding romance or whatever this is on this ship, on this travel.
Camera pan for NC-17.
Yeah, for instance,
NC-16.
Caesar sex. As it hands over to the shanties. Ruby, are you with the people singing shanties?
I'm shantying along.
Yeah, man.
And I'm kind of picking up a different way of playing, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're learning from like these strange melodies, strange
Kind of
chord
a
patterns.
little bit more plucking.
Yeah, plucking along, learning the chords as you go, how it goes. As you're playing along, you're getting to know these shipmates who are teaching you this sort of wild space form of music.
Nice.
As you're learning this, you feel like your mind's expanding in this way.
I have to say,
What's up?
Many people are saying Eric Sing. Hashtag Eric
Eric
Sing
Sing.
is a trending hashtag.
Eric, it's trending.
Trending.
Put it to a
It's
vote.
trending, maybe so. As we go to
Let it be
Ruby.
known that I tried.
Ruby, you are playing along. Make a performance check with
Maybe's not no.
advantage.
And then there's a couple more things I like.
Totally.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
Shut up, gay.
What'd you say?
I said he said, shut up, gay. That's slap.
Performance with
22.
advantage.
Is
22?
missing?
You learn from them. You play with them for a long time, and there is a point at which the other fiddle player, this other person playing the violin, is learning from you.
Totally. It's an
you,
exchange.
You teach them the ways, the Waterdothian music, singing along and everything. And this other fiddle player approaches you at one point in a few sessions down the line, and this is looks like a halfling to you. She looks to you and says, I just want to thank you for this lesson. It's been amazing. I have something from one of our last sort of exploits that I just want to give you as a thanks. I'm going to do a crossroads.
Eric Sing.
Eric Sing or Eric Sing?
What
Eric
is
Sing or
offered?
Eric Sing?
A tattoo or a luck stone? Exclamation point vote tattoo or exclamation point
What
vote?
is a luck stone?
What's a tattoo?
You have to get a real tattoo right here on this table.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Macy brought her equipment.
Yeah.
That'd be litty.
We still need to
That would be
get
fun.
Carson
That's
that
gonna be
tattoo.
so fun.
Was that the first campaign?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that
that was
was
for
second.
fruitcake.
That was
D&D
fruitcake.
while everyone gives the person to their right a stick and poke.
Oh my god. Nightmare scenario.
Nightmare
If you guys
blood
don't remember, Carson has to get a tattoo because of a crossroads from last season.
And it's gonna be it's gonna be a one shot, right? Like he's gonna
Yeah, I
be
think
like
we're gonna
playing
do it
D&D
in
while he
perfect
gets a
world,
tattoo.
yeah.
Anyway, we have many votes. 4 votes tattoo, 5 votes luckstone.
Yeah.
Luckstone.
Lux,
Luckstone.
be a lady.
I love little
Oh no, it's
knickknacks.
50-50 you guys again.
Ooh!
And 2 seconds left.
Oh my goodness! That's
The chat be
50-50.
split then.
That's up to you guys.
Wow.
Wow.
We're gonna start with Jack now on
Yeah,
guesses.
this is interesting.
Okay.
Tattoo or luckstone is the.
I'm gonna vote
crossroads.
luckstone.
Tattoo.
Cool.
I'll go last. You go.
I'll go tattoo.
Okay.
So.
If you say luckstone, then we have someone here in the studio audience who will leave it up to him.
Okay, well that's fun. Luckstone.
Fun. Amazing, Austin. Do you want to come and be on camera for a second, or do you just want to say?
Come on,
Up
Austin.
to you.
Come on, Austin.
Come on, Austin. Please welcome Austin. You know Austin from the chat. Luckstone or tattoo is the crossroads.
I'm gonna say luckstone.
Hey,
Let's go.
thank you, Austin.
Austin.
And that was the right
Back
answer
into the
because
chatterverse.
2 people voted luckstone late.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
For the people.
Wow.
you got it right.
Amazing.
Right answers
She,
only.
this halfling fiddler,
She's a lucky.
pulls out of her pocket a stone that looks like the head of a cat, carved out of gray stone with jewels in the eyes.
Oh, cute.
And she says, "This is they call it a luck stone, but you know, I try to think that I have all the luck I need, so I'll give this to you." And she hands it to you, and I'll give this card. We'll pass that to Isabel.
Oh my
Whoa.
god. What
God.
would the tattoo have been? Thank you. You know?
Plus one a bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
good.
Cool.
To
That's
what?
great.
And saving throws? Abilities?
I'm happy for you. That's
Wait,
great.
every time? Abilities?
Yeah, that's awesome.
To every ability?
To every ability.
Girl.
and I go to
No way.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, killers.
Are you out of your
As-
mind?
The shanties continue playing along. As you're playing along on the session, you both kind of strike up the fiddle again. And it's at this point that kind of bounding across the planks between the ship, as the shanties are being sung, the instruments are being played, Commodore Dent comes running in.
Oh, the girl from the North System. She used to be mine. And she was for a time. But then I lost her.
This fucker needs to be banned.
Just absolutely scream singing over everyone. Commodore Dent.
Wait, oh my god.
I want to.
We got our shanty!
The shanties continue. As Ruby, is there? What else do you want to do?
Yeah, just
it's 21
a
days
couple
promo.
of small things. One is I'm gonna heal the pigeon and I'm gonna heal the hamster.
Nice.
Oh,
And we've got the time. It's cruel to not. I heal them up and I'm gonna every morning wake up, brush down the hamsters, give them a little food.
You're perfect.
Take care of them.
That's really nice.
Make an animal handling check if you would, and then also make a Constitution saving throw.
The animal handling is gonna be a 9.
Okay.
And a Constitution check
Constitution saving throw.
+1. Oh wait, so that was a 10.
Nice. Okay.
And
That is.
this is a 16.
A 16 on your Constitution saving throw. You first of all, you can heal them magically without any worry about that. Within an hour or so, both of them start to feel okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I dunk the pigeon in some dish soap, some Dawn dish soap.
That guy needed some Dawn.
It's happy.
You quickly realize that there is one shipmate on the Pale Linden who is exhibiting the same symptoms. Her name is Bryn. She's a Goliath. And you're able to attend to that
Yes, I
quickly.
will.
And with the 16, you have an evening, whatever evening is in space to you, where you begin to feel the onset of symptoms. You
Oh no.
rest, drink a lot of water, and you fight it off. Great. 16.
Good.
And I really make an announcement to the ship that if anyone is feeling any light symptoms, to come see me.
Don't be afraid.
All right.
Nice swollen tongue.
Hand washing, whole thing.
Wear a
And
mask.
the last thing I would like
Yeah,
to do
Frenching other lizards.
is just kind of heal any sort of awkwardness with Princess. I kind of bring her down, a famous tea time, often in the afternoon, and just kind of keep everything nice and smooth. Learn a little bit about her. So,
Great.
those are my goals.
You have tea time with Princess Xedalli. Is there anyone else who wants to join for that tea time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I invite us.
Vestal, Ernie Spleen?
I don't think I do that.
Okay.
I'm busy.
But I'm making tea for,
A little busy.
I'm a long time attendee of tea time
Yeah, exactly.
with Ruby. Yeah, I probably showed up
Yeah,
to
I'll
yours
go to
without
one.
any
I'm
understanding that
thinking
she
maybe
was
it's my first meeting with the princess.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really met her yet. Maybe.
Totally.
Amazing. Up on an upper deck with a view of this wormhole that you're traveling through, you meet with Princess Xedalli. Ruby, to you, Estelle, it's Ruby's famous spread. This particular tea. I imagine you're able to help with druidcraft, to bring like flower petals for herbal teas and different things like that.
No, we got it going on.
No, it's
You
high.
have a
tea.
full setup, and Spleen, you attend as well. While you're up there just before Princess Xedalli arrives, Bryn, this Goliath shipmate of the Pale Linden, comes up with a jug of water to you and says, I brought you this.
Bryn is large, I assume. Pretty big. Goliath. I say, well, what else did you bring me?
Everybody is
Flirting.
flirting the ship again.
It feels as if
We've
you're
been on a-
flirting with me, which I would like to reciprocate
Oh.
I do find you very handsome.
Well, thank you, Bryn. I'm, in a bit of a state right now, but I think we could get to know each other, eventually, and, just don't forget me.
This went much better than I thought it would go. I will get you anything that you need.
Thank you, Bryn. What is he giving me, or she?
She is giving you a jug of water.
Ooh, jug.
Okay.
If there's anything else that you need, please let me know.
Thank you, Bryn. I really appreciate it, and I want to say that, you have a way with words.
Thank you, Spleen. I think you are very charming.
Thank you, Bryn.
I'll be seeing you around.
Thank you, Bryn. I think it's best if you leave now.
Okay.
Oh.
And she walks away.
Miss?
We were flirting.
Okay.
Gotta keep him wanting more.
Yeah.
You're left with this jug of water from Bryn, from the Pale Linden, keeping you hydrated as Princess Xedalli arrives. She arrives not wearing her bloodied noble clothing, but rather sort of simple robes, sailor's garments, very basic. She seems in almost a bit more of a casual way, even just from appearance. She looks at all of you and says, "Thank you for having me for tea. It's lovely. Xedalli, Princess Xedalli, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so sorry for your loss."
Thank you, Princess. I'm sure, as you know, it's hard to lose those you love, but I guess we all know how that feels now.
It's yes. It is hard for me to imagine to have close ties such as you had, where there is such mutual love and respect, as I've been informed that there was. So, I'm sorry. The loss seems truly incalculable.
Yes, I'm still in the process of figuring out who I am without him, but I know he wouldn't want me to let my family down and my friends and he lives on through us, so and I appreciate your words.
If there's anything I can do, then please let me know.
Thank you.
She sits down with you all and picks up a cup of tea. Says, sorry that I've been absent the past few days. I've been resting, but seems like everything is going smoothly.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Of course.
Have we seen her between when we met her and now?
Very briefly. She spent most of her time in her guest quarters, seemingly resting, recovering from the ordeal that she was in.
Well, tea is, if nothing else, a time for gossip, getting to know one another.
Absolutely.
I'd love to get to know a little bit about you.
What are your interests? What do you dream of? What is your hobbies and all those things?
Yes. Well, until recently, most of my time was taken up by obligations to my people, to my empire. But
Yes, as I told them, I do have a twin brother, Zelith, who has seen to it that I'm not a part of our people anymore. So that's the position that you find me in. Not too much fun, and I apologize for that.
Well, you find yourself in good company. We're really the only people left from where we come from as well, so...
Are you, I've heard that's what my empire, what my brother did to your planets. I'm deeply sorry. Are you, heroes of that world? So are you, representatives in some way?
Oh, you could think, yeah.
We will be when we get back.
You could say we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that we are probably the
We have a name.
foremost adventurers of that world, really.
That's true.
We're
Yes.
probably the most intergalactically known.
Absolutely, I would say
Yeah,
Rude.
adventuring party.
Yeah.
And yeah, on that planet, I would say that now we're kind of the top dogs
Yeah.
these days.
We actually witnessed the top dogs of our world get brutally murdered.
Yes.
Just feet from us.
Yes.
And so, by the law of,
A space was opened and
as you know, inheritance, it's us now.
yeah, I suppose it's us.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's sometimes inheritance doesn't work out the way you think it will. But what is your plan now? What are you doing?
Well, I think we'd like to find a way to stop the destruction of our planet. And on our journeys, it's becoming clear that we're not the only planet this has happened to.
Right.
You've even hinted at that.
That's correct. There's been a multitude now. Make an insight check, Estelle.
I know you're about to roll a natural 20.
Oh my god. Wait, now I have to change dice because you said that.
Oh.
And I
Them's the rules.
No, in a good way.
Oh.
Yay! Insight. Okay.
It's not bad.
That comes out to 22.
Oh my god, you were
22?
insightful.
Bop!
Okay.
I think I need
You
to
notice as you're speaking to Princess Xedalli that she is looking at the three of you, at Ruby and Spleen, and you see that when you are speaking, she has moments where she kind of like glances at you, and then when you make eye contact with her, she quickly breaks away. With a over 20 insight, it reminds you of how Moira would look at you in the Derearman library.
Holy shit.
And that feels loaded.
Wait, what did I just ask her? That like really. What did I ask her? Oh. Oh wait, it's right there.
You were saying that what about your plans?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
No. I'm sorry if I gave off that impression. No.
Can I get some insight into what's happening here too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
make an
same.
insight check.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Spleen and Ruby, make an insight check.
The vibe is
I need a new dice. This is over, but there's no. I need. Can I borrow
This
This
another
dice
one?
is over party.
um
Don't you
that's
think
gonna
maybe?
be a 23.
Okay. A 23. Oh, period. Insight 21.
Both of you.
We're like this.
Both of you, what you read on Princess Xedalli is that she is interested in Estelle
in a way that goes beyond the circumstances of what you're talking about. She seems.
What the hell did you say?
She seems drawn
It's giving
to
lesbian.
Estel.
I message
giving
you.
lesbian.
It's giving lesbian.
I message you and I say, I think I'm picking up some sort of a vibe, darling.
I can message back, right?
Mhm.
You think?
Not Sis and I fighting love on the boat.
Everyone is. Yeah, I message back and I say, there's something about the way she's looking
You
at
and the
you.
Goliath.
But you guys also had something going on.
Yeah, there is something odd about it.
Is everything okay? Because there's been like a silence for a few moments now.
Well, you know what? Can I ask you what may seem like an odd question?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you know someone named Commander Vale?
Commander Vale?
Hmm.
Yes. He is the commander of the Xaryxian Navy. Good friend of my brother.
Right. And what about Esso Variandi?
So Varyandi is science officer of the Xaryxian Empire. She is a sort of inventor, almost.
Mm. Mm.
Can we have the room?
You're gonna ask her to leave?
No, I'm gonna ask you guys
no.
to leave.
Can
That's
we
Ow!
I explain, love.
Just for a moment.
This way.
Not a problem, sister. Yeah, I'll get up and go.
Yeah.
But I will be listening through the door.
Fair enough.
They're above deck, so
I will be listening from
The hatch.
underneath. I'll try and get right underneath and put my head to the
Yeah.
floorboard.
incredible, amazing. Ruby and Spleen, you leave.
Yeah, I go back to the band.
Which is always
Spleen's
playing.
listening.
Amazing. Xedalli watches them leave and looks at you. Is everything okay?
Maybe. Why are you being so odd around me? Have we met?
You remind me of someone.
Is it her?
Who?
Do you know Variandi? Is she alive?
Varyandi lives. I knew it from the moment I saw you.
How do you know her? Where is she? How do you know her?
I did not lie. She is the official science officer of the Xaryxian Empire. Her origins of arriving there are somewhat strange, and I imagine you know something about them.
I actually don't. No, I don't know much, actually. I thought she might be dead. I think you know more than I do about all of this, honestly.
She looks off the deck of the ship at the passing tunnel as you feel the ship's slow. As if they're coming close to some object. I'm gonna do a crossroads.
Oh my god.
This crossroads It's pretty simple. It's what do the ships pass in the Astral Sea? Something sacred or something sparkly? Exclamation point vote sacred or exclamation point vote sparkly?
Sparkly.
Oh, for a little bling a
Bling,
bling
bling.
blang.
I know that's your mom. Come clean. Say it out loud in front of everyone.
That's my mom's name.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mom's
Hell
name.
Supreme.
I thought you weren't gonna say.
Yeah.
That's my mom's name.
Oh, but I don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that, but that's okay for the people to know.
What? Would I know?
You might, and you would.
Yeah, I definitely
You definitely
know.
do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to see if I do.
Okay, it's
Are we
again
tied
5v5.
Oh my
Where's our
God.
11th
God.
person?
Should we give someone 2 votes?
No.
No.
No, it's on you guys for not
on-
agreeing. That's
Try
on y'all.
agreeing.
Yeah, try agreeing for once.
All right, so up
That's
to
it.
the
It's tied
party.
again.
Let's start with Jordan. Something sacred or sparkly?
Sparkly.
Sparkly?
Spolko.
Sparkle?
Well, sacred to mix it up.
Sacred.
Austin.
Austin.
Come on in. Sacred or sparkly? What you got?
Pull him out of the chat.
Sparkly.
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 Okay.
Blang, 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 blang.
Okay, so in the midst of the conversation, Astral and Xedalli, she looks off as the ships slow, and you look off into the silver void, and you see floating, as far as you can see, these strange obelisks. Alien obelisks. Like when you're driving and see like a windmill farm just stretching as far as you can see, these obelisks in the distance, and then you see something moving within them. And it's only when you see that do you recognize the scale of how colossal these obelisks are. And what's moving in there is a pod of whales, iridescent. And you hear the song
So
of a pod of whales through this field of obelisks as Xedalli looks off
That's dope.
and turns back to you and says, it's a sad tale made sadder by now knowing that you're out there. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah. I've spent my whole life trying to get answers to what happened to her.
Estelle, I'm so sorry. Vayandi came to us over 20 years ago. She was seeking out some answers to ancient origins of her people, is what she told us. My father welcomed her in. There was a great deal of celebration at her arrival.
Why is that?
It seems that your mother was on the right track. Forgotten in our history. Your people, so I imagine you're from the same place, are descendants of ours. Our empire has existed for millennia, and we have visited many worlds, and it seems that there was some evidence left behind of our time before we left our people there on your world. This evidence was in the form of a book that your mother found, borrowed some arcane coordinates, uttered some spell, and ended up in our Imperial Citadel. This was a thrill for both her and for our people. But your mother, she was naive about the machinations that happen at the top of our empire. There was an exchange of knowledge, of whatever knowledge we could offer in return for her druidic prowess, which has fallen out of fashion for a long time in our empire. She taught us a great deal. And I suppose was so lulled into it that it took some time before she realized that she was being held under duress. And that my father would not let her leave. She was awarded the title of science officer just to keep good appearances. And she is kept under a watchful eye in our imperial citadel. She was the one, not knowing what she wrought. She was the one who learned how to harvest astral seeds from our star, Xaryxis. The very seeds that were used to drain your world.
Yeek. Yeek.
Wops.
Oh, Mom.
I'm sorry, Esther.
No. I appreciate you telling me, honestly. It's obviously a lot to contend with, but I have imagined just about every scenario of where she could be, what she could be doing.
Please, believe me when I tell you that she wanted to return to you. My father and my brother.
Yeah.
Their will is absolute.
It's a lot to process, but I really do appreciate you being honest with me, and I hope that, please don't mistake that I would hold any of this against you. I thought she left, so this is obviously like one of the worst scenarios I had imagined, but maybe second only to her just leaving. So yeah, I need to think about all this, I think.
She, you see her begin to reach out a hand to hold your hand, and then she stops herself and puts her hands down.
I'm gonna finish it and reach out and grab her hand. Thank you. Really. This is hard to hear, but you've given me a gift, really. You've tied up my biggest loose end for the time being, and that's I'll never be able to repay you for that.
It's difficult for me to accept thanks for what I just laid on your shoulders, but I am sorry.
Me too.
Whatever I can do to help you, I will do.
Yeah. I'll think about it. I probably want to talk to Ruby. She knew Variandi too, and has cared for me my whole life, and I think I trust her opinion quite a lot.
I promise you this, Esther. If you help me defeat my brother, and if I can find my way to the throne, I will help you. I will return your mother. And I will save your planet. I must admit it will be difficult for me. There is only one way to save your planet now. And that is to destroy our star Xaryxis.
Well, then where would you live?
Our citadel does not exist on the star. It is a station that orbits in space. It returns to the star to replenish its energy, and then returns to the Astral Sea afterwards. Our civilization has become bloated and corrupt. Nothing has made that more clear to me than crimes done against me now. It's time for our civilization to find other means of survival that do not feed on the innocent. The choice is up to you, but if you will have me along, I will help you however I can.
Oh shit.
And she has a moment where she takes off her amulet and says, I know that's difficult to say yes to, but if I can offer a token of trust, would you allow that?
Yeah.
She hands you the butterfly amulet. She says, press it.
Me too.
It clicks, it's crystal, and it projects an image. A live image of what you understand to be the Imperial Citadel.
What's he doing back there?
Something's coming.
He's got a prop.
You slayed that.
There you go. This enormous space station in the shape of a butterfly.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's fierce.
That is fierce.
She points to the top left. And says, "This is the palace."
Oh, I see it.
And this, and she points to the middle top of this head of a butterfly, the citadel shaped like a butterfly, the head of it. It says, "This
So cool.
This is the Temple of Light. This is where my father will be taken in his final moments. When he passes, he will be sent into the light of Xaryxis to become one with the star."
He said the name of the show.
Yeah, it's the name of the
The
show.
name of the show.
Name drop.
It is also here where the star can be destroyed.
At the Temple of Light.
A member of the royal family in the font of light in the temple can destroy Xaryxis itself. I leave this information in your hands, and I know how much you have lost. I know now more than ever, and so I do truly leave it in your hands. And she squeezes your hand and says, "And I will leave you now." She stands up, kind of brushes herself off, looks to you, smiles, and walks back, passing you to and going to the pale linden.
You guys, serious business. Literally. Wait, do I hear all of this?
You make a perception check. DC is 10.
That's it?
You're up in there.
It's watch it not work.
If it doesn't work, you got some clogged ears.
Nice.
18.
Hey, you hear all that.
Whoa.
I'm gagged, but I'm alone.
But are you gooped?
I would say both.
Yeah, gagged and gooped at the pads.
Also, I'd love to. People are asking to see it.
Yeah, totally.
So,
I can
Did
put
you
it
make
up in
this?
front of my. No, I didn't make that. This is from
Okay.
the adventure itself.
When she walks out, I'm gonna put that around. I'm gonna put her amulet around my neck.
oh my
Her
gosh.
gorgeous amulet around my neck.
Who that?
Who was that?
Who the fuck was that? You guys, I thought we
Did
said
somebody
this was
see
a closed set.
I'm scared.
Private studio.
Wow.
I don't know what
guys.
the-
You put the
what's
amulet
that,
around your
guys?
neck.
Yeah,
It's so cool. Okay.
it's so.
Now give it back. Greedy. Greedy.
Can I see it?
Okay.
I would love to. Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just sitting there shell shocked, for sure.
What else do you want?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I would love
As
to.
the days continue to pass, as you deal with this information, you continue, as you pass this field of obelisks, the ships speed up once more, passing quickly through the Astral Sea. And Spleen, how do you spend your days?
So, I think I am going to organize a little like funeral.
Oh. For some reason, I was like, I'm gonna organize my things.
No,
Spend some
no,
time getting
no.
things
I'm gonna repack
in
my
order.
bag.
Yeah.
No, I'm always packed.
Oh.
If you stay
Stay-
ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
You're
but,
always saying that.
Yeah, so I think a couple days after the incident, I'll sort of figure out what I do and call together all of the people that I know meant something to Galileo, and ask them all to come out to just the deck of the ship. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is fly up to sort of just high enough to where, like, if I put my hand up, that I'll feel a light breeze, sort
Yeah.
of.
100%.
And I'm going to take out a deck of cards that we used to play together when we were trapped in a cage together in the circus, and I'm gonna unleash them and try and make them sort of act like birds and just fly around and and let them surround the ship and drift off into space.
You fly up to the edge of this sort of wormhole that you're going through. As your loved ones watch you from below, you take this deck of cards. Your mind goes back to your astral home with Galileo outside of Waterdeep. Your mind goes back to the carnival, goes back to getting through everything you went through with him. And as your mind focuses on this memory of what he looked like, you throw out the cards, they hit the edge of the wormhole and light up. All of them luminescent, almost lighting up like stars in the Astral Sea, white flames, as they all drift down like cherry blossoms over the ship and fly around.
Yeah, the band plays a tune. It's the company.
Yeah. And then I will say, this one is a promise to my best friend and really my first friend that I will love you forever, and I wish you the best. And with that, I'm gonna take out the winning ticket that was his.
Oh Oh.
And I'm going to then throw that off the ship as well, and continue and say, your love for your wife and for me, it was so deep, and for all of us, and I think we can all learn a lot from you. In your presence we did, and without you we can learn even more, and I'll miss you, and every day I promise I'll beat someone against all odds for you. And then I will take off a necklace that I had made when we were together as well. We didn't really have access to any jewels, but I would catch beetles and take off their wings and make them into ornate little wearables, and I will throw that out as well.
Can I cast minor illusion, and everything he throws can I make 2 little carrots with wings, just like carry them off?
Oh,
Yeah, just like a little
carrot. And then I think we will, at least I will, hand everyone a drink. I think we'll have a drink and we'll say, this one is to my best friend. We miss you, we love you, and we live on for you.
We love you, Galileo.
Galileo.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You perform this ceremony. Even the Pale Linden crew is watching. You can see them getting emotional with the understanding that they also lost people in this storm. And there is a catharsis among everybody on this journey as you perform these rites. So you share a drink. Commodore Dent is joining you as well.
Pants.
Hands down.
I'm gonna look at you.
Pants down. Fully down. You carry on. Is there anything... Yeah.
Sorry, Spleen wanted me to pants him.
Cool.
Got it.
Post-funeral
He'd want you
pantsing. Take a slide of hand
Switch
check.
to overalls.
One more slide of hand
I gotta
check.
switch to a jumpsuit
Oh, it just
kind
fell
of
out of my
situation.
hand. It was a 7.
It was a critical failure for Dent. So, in this moment, as you have, a third cheers of the event, you go down, up, and as he lifts his glass, this time it's the underwear too. By accident.
What does it look like? Sorry.
No!
You don't get a good look as he immediately takes off his hat that he's wearing and just covers himself. He turns around, you see a big hippo butt as he shuffles off.
His little hat.
Oh, I had one too many to drink, I think.
Commodore,
Well, his hat's
Really?
pretty small, I'll say that.
in the middle of the service.
Oh, it was disrespectful, I'm sorry.
I'll look at you and wink.
With just a few days left, is there any loose ends that you want to tie up on this journey? Yes?
I am gonna go find Jack.
Jack the Pigeon? Jack the Pigeon, absolutely.
Yeah. He's looking good these days. He's healed.
He's looking great. He still has almost like a greaser, the top of him just slick with oil, but doing better. He is now flying sometimes to go up into go up to the crow's nest and have a look around.
He says, "Swallow."
A new bird, truly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go find him and
What?
where is he
new
when I find
bird.
him?
As if
I would
he's
say
literally
crow's
the
nest.
only bird left.
What'd you say?
Up in the crow's nest.
Planet.
You have to climb up to find him.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up and kind of start to pick him up and then, oh, okay.
Greasy.
You have caused a lot of trouble this trip. You hear me? Now that you're sick, you got no excuses. It's time to start acting right. And if you're gonna be a part of this family, you're gonna be a part of this family. And I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and make him a little collar with a bell, so we know where he is. And a little
They're gonna be part of
nameplate
this
that
family.
says Jack with the A as an @ sign. Jack.
Jack.
And a bell, and the bell is no joke. The bell works.
It comes up, and the first time you hear the bell ring is as you're pointing your finger. Jack pecks at your finger. Breaks the skin a little bit.
No.
As you hear the ding ding ding.
No, Jack. That's what I'm talking about. No more of that, okay? You're gonna work for us now. And if you work for us, work for us, work with us, and then you'll get treat. Do you like treat?
I got a veal parmesan in the back.
One more animal handling check for Jack.
All right.
Not capitalism taking over a literal bird to work for us.
You're gonna work for us now.
Yeah.
I'm not like work. Like,
No lazy birds.
Work. You're gonna work for us now, you know?
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay,
Nice.
okay. 22.
Jesus.
22? Incredible.
21.
Right after he pecks you, you give him the spiel, and then he and licks with the tiny little bird tongue your finger.
What are you? Oh, good boy.
Flies up onto your shoulder.
Ooh. Okay, I have some little rations. I'm gonna give him a little.
Love it.
Probably want a cracker moment.
Yeah. Just crumbs all the way across your.
Polly on a cracker.
Alright, I'm gonna climb back down, and that's it.
Amazing.
When you're here,
The
you're
days
family.
passed. All of you knowing now that Jack the Pigeon is most often seen on Estel's shoulder as you pass these final days.
You guys really had a heart-to-heart up there.
The two
Well,
ships.
he needed to act right.
The two ships begin.
Children love tough love sometimes.
As you finish this journey, I will say what Commodore Dent has been doing during this time is when you let him and when his pants are up.
Rarely.
He's been offering some lessons in being a shipmate. For those of you who are on
We have to
board,
do work.
you learn
Make Jack do it.
these different ship-to-ship combat actions, which you can take when
Yeah,
you
what
are
is our ship?
in ship-to-ship combat,
I don't have
a ship against another ship.
Get the ship, Jack.
And as far as
Might be up there.
Ernie goes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you make an Arcana check to see what you learn in this trip.
Oh, slant. Sorry, I don't know what that. That is a 25.
25?
That's a
That is
slide.
a 25.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Nice.
25.
Oh, what do I learn?
You learn
Wait, okay.
a special art. Captain Kothar teaches you in terms of being a spellcaster at the
Can it-
helm of a spelljammer.
Is it like the movie Ghost?
It's very Ghost. I was literally about to say it's like Ghost. It's exactly Ghost. It's Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze.
What is this song? Anybody know?
Unchained Melody.
How does that go?
I forget.
Do you want to sing?
Nope.
Okay.
You learn these how to cast magic through the spelljamming vessel.
You're joking.
You learn these with a 25, all 4 of these different spells that you can cast while
Oh,
in
With
a
the
spelljammer.
ship?
fuck yeah.
Also a Q, like, can we be healing? Like, does the ship heal after a long rest?
The Pale Linden crew has been helping
Yeah.
to patch it up. I'm going to roll, but no. In answer to your question, no.
Yeah.
I can make a phlogiston blast, and it on a
Phlogiston.
Shillalag.
shillalag. I can make a shillalag blast. On a hit, it takes 12d10 fire damage.
Whoa.
That's serious.
That's for real, for real.
Oh.
For ship to ship, totally. 26 points of health are returned to your squid ship, to the Galileo.
We had 263.
Okay.
Only 26? How do we heal it? Like, do we just have to work
It's
on it?
boarding it up. Yeah, it's literally manual labor. there's
Jack?
some mending spells
The
happening.
pigeon? Can you
Get to work.
You work for us now, bitch.
As you
We're almost back. We're only 11 points away from.
finish these 21 standard days, you feel the ships begin to slow as
Two ships.
Doomspace.
the wormhole around you
The real one.
Yeah.
the wormhole around you dissipates, and you see again a silvery curtain,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
and you pass.
it was so pleasant here.
We had such a great time.
Looking behind you, it's a big farewell to the Astral Sea. You go through. Immediately, your wild space orrery begins. Calculations running. Different characters sort of flashing across this projection until it blows up a three-dimensional image of the system you are in.
Another prop.
We got a prop! Eric gave us a prop!
Whoa! You can show that to the camera just so they can
Sorry,
see
we're
it for a second.
looking.
A map.
see.
Because
Holy
you have a
shit.
wild space
It's
orrery, you
gorgeous.
have a map.
100
Of
million
Doomspace.
miles away is one day travel.
Mama.
Wow.
You first notice the wild space orrery create a projection. The second thing you notice is that you are floating, entering through this curtain, past it, gargantuan
It's not in my
shards,
frame.
colossal shards of crystal surround you in every direction as far as you can see. Almost these gigantic shattered pieces of glass that float around you that you must fly between.
Uh-oh. Sorry, it's serious, you guys. There's colossal shards
Shards of glass.
of glass that
Sorry,
we're
my
trying to fly
friends were
between.
making me laugh.
Forgive us.
Sorry, I was
Forgive
giggling with my
us.
friends.
As you begin to float through these giant shards of crystal, you
Huge.
Can I just say, first time ever with 20 viewers in one episode at one time.
Hey, 20?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Thanks all for joining.
Yeah.
Killers.
Oh, we're still going.
Thank you for joining. You all begin to feel the need to breathe again.
Oh. I forgot we weren't breathing. That's wild.
Do we need...
As you enter,
Yeah, hit it again.
as you understand it, Doomspace. But as far as you can see right now, it's just a maze of giant crystal shards. Flying between them, I am going to go to a crossroads now.
Yeah.
I love a crossroads.
Who doesn't love a crossroads?
What
Crossroads.
lurks amidst the shattered sphere? Your choices are Goon Balloon or Puppeteer Parasite.
Goomballoon?
Balloon.
Exclamation
You're
point
being
for
a real
balloon
Goon Balloon
or
right now.
exclamation point
We're
for
picking our
parasite.
next enemy. I'm
Yeah.
almost certain. Goon Balloon.
Yeah.
How do we spell that?
Has any experience with the Goon Balloon?
Goon? Your cousin over there being a goon
Goon
balloon.
is Goon, G-O-N. Balloon is balloon.
And
Okay, just
Puppeteer
clarify.
Parasite?
Papa parasite?
Puppeteer
Puppeteer.
Parasite. Marionette.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. It's giving.
It's giving
It's
puppeteer.
giving-
It's giving
Parasite.
Geppetto. It's giving Geppetto.
It's giving some goofy
Geppetto.
times.
All right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's
that
talk.
might kill us.
We
Let's
have.
talk. What's it looking like?
We've got 8 votes Goon Balloon,
Yeah.
maybe 3 votes Puppeteer Parasite. We'll count Sepia Vision because your vote didn't count because you said vote Puppeteer Parasite. It's just vote Parasite.
It's a It's a weird system, guys. It's weird.
Sepia vision.
Gotta get used to it. Not your
Haha,
fault.
You're
The fact
funny.
that I will be
Anyway,
using
not
Goon
maybe.
Balloon for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Every time somebody's just being an, oh my god, a Goon Balloon.
Oh, what a
my
Goon
God.
balloon.
What a Goon Balloon over there.
What a Goon balloon.
All right, that's it
Um,
though. It's the balloon.
And look at that, it's a Goon balloon.
Sepia said LOL.
Sounds like my
As-
dad
We're
sometimes.
LOLing with you.
You fly through these. I'll ask you, Ernie, are you spelljamming for this for the Galileo? Totally up to you.
I'm gonna roll. To see.
Oh,
That is a critical failure.
Ooh.
So I am not.
You're not.
But
Okay, you are on deck.
Yeah, I'm on deck. Yeah.
Feasting your sights on the shattered sphere, this shattered crystal pieces, enormous, on the edge of Doomspace. As you dart in between and out, you turn a corner of one, and the sight that beholds you there is roughly 50 feet in diameter, an enormous ball. This thing is gelatinous in appearance. It is largely this sort of deep, putrid brown, translucent, and as you look into it, you see there are eyes moving around inside of this ball. On the bottom of it, you see large talons waiting to latch onto something.
Ooh.
this thing sounds so gross.
Immediately a smell fills the air of decay.
Dookie ball.
As you see this horrifying image lurking amidst the shattered sphere. As you turn around the corner to see it,
That's so funny.
you come close to it at this point. Before you're able to stop, as you hear this, you see eyes turning towards you in the shattered sphere. Before the next thing you hear, which is the explosive sound of a gun being shot.
Ooh.
As a beam of lightning shoots into the balloon, it explodes. Liquid and gas exploding in many directions, revealing inside of it 4 smaller goon balloons. As you look to see where this shot came from, you follow it. Not from your ship, not from the Pale Linden, but from this lamprey ship, a small spelljamming vessel. Above Dick, spelljamming vessel that is collided into one of these crystal shards. You see a figure standing on the deck of this ship with a gun outstretched towards this balloon monster that you have just seen explode. I'm gonna ask the person in the hallway to come in.
No.
Guys,
Oh my god! We missed you!
I am so excited to
Welcome,
be here.
Cass.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Cass.
Guys, my heart is actually racing right now.
You're actually in the middle.
Yeah,
that's right. I'm that way.
You guys are gonna
I'm so
swap.
used.
You're gonna swap chairs.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
For anyone that's new, this is Cass.
Cass!
She played in
Cass.
previous seasons.
Yes, she
and
played-
she had to go away.
Both in season 1, which was Salem, and season 2, which was Fruitcake Carnage.
As a traitor.
As a traitor. Oh,
Yeah.
well, spoilers.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh.
Well, look at who's she sitting next to. What you killed.
Cass, welcome back to the table. At PDKU, everyone in the chat, please welcome Cass back.
Thank you guys.
As you see,
so exciting.
Cass,
I'm losing my mind.
Cass's character on the deck of this maroon ship against a crystal shard. Cass's character with a gun stretched out, all of your eyes turn to this character. Cass, if you would like to describe for them what they see, I have your sheet right here.
You've got my character sheet. Okay, I will give you guys a description.
Kid.
I'm freaking
I love you.
I love you guys.
Love
too.
you. Missed you.
Miss
Thank
you
God
guys.
you're
It's so
here.
great to be back at the table. I've been secretly hiding out in the chat.
Oh my god.
Sneaky girl.
But no, what you see after having just lightning bombed this dookie ball, if you will, is like what appears to be a young girl. Like she looks very young, juvenile, maybe 14 years old.
Another love interest enters the chat.
I only go for cold-blooded.
Yeah. She has pale skin. She has very bright magenta-colored hair, pink, like a chrysanthemum, her favorite flower.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. And she is giving steampunk. She's giving steampunk. She is wearing a big, wide-brimmed hat, top hat. Goggles on top of the hat. She's wearing a tight corset with.
I live.
You make the coolest characters.
Ruffles.
That's a pirate.
And some strong boots. And holsters, guns, wielding two
Let's
guns.
go.
That is
So,
That's a bit of this.
and here's an image of her in case you
Oh
want.
yeah, show and tell.
my God! I'm sorry, I'm freaking out this whole time.
So
so cool.
incredible. There are 4 of these balloons that, after this enormous one explodes from the shot, you all look to see this gunslinger on the deck of the ship. You see next to this gunslinger, this half dragonborn looking person on board, cowering behind some equipment on the deck of the ship, next to Cass's character, as these 4 balloons now turn to all of you. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative right
Oh my
now.
god.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Let's go natural 20. The only time a natural 20 doesn't matter.
Oh, what is it yours?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, wow.
That's a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
They're fruit. Oh my god, I've been rolling like crazy today.
I know, you're
And
slaying.
she's- Yeah.
You're slaying.
So dirty 20 for me.
Amazing.
25.
Oh.
25 is Queen, 20 is Estelle, Ruby, what'd you get?
I got a 1 again.
Oh my god!
It is a 4.
Okay, a
But-
4 for Ruby.
but something shorter.
Gunslinger, what you got?
18.
18?
I got an 18 too, so that's a battle die.
Whoa, roll, yeah, battle.
It's a battle
Tell me
die.
what you get for the battle.
What's your name?
You'll find out.
I got an 11. You got
She crazy.
Yeah,
No,
14,
she crazy.
so yeah, 21.
Wow.
But yeah, battle die.
Oh, gotcha. Amazing.
Oh,
Amazing. 14 is Gunslinger. 11 is Ernie. Incredible. As these things come flying out of the noxious fumes, we are going to start with Spleen. As you see these things spreading in all directions,
going.
you see this gunslinger on the ship. We're going, yeah. As this gunslinger on the ship has just shot, saving you from this enormous one, but unleashing 4 inside of it. Spleen, what are you doing?
And we're getting the sense that she's a good guy.
She
Well,
certainly
she did
helped
shoot
you
the
in this
dookie
scenario.
I'm just trying to get
Totally.
a handle over all these
Sometimes rolling a
actions.
25 ain't so chill.
I know. Anyway.
Totally.
Okay.
Wait, you're spelljam. Can you only
I'm
do
not
those
spells-
if
oh,
you're
is this you?
spelljamming?
Is anyone?
I think this is.
No, this is.
No, I'm
Someone
not
is
spelljamming.
below decks. A member of the Pale London crew is
Okay,
below decks.
yeah.
Well,
spelljamming.
we need to fucking do the fucking spear.
Yeah.
What's
We
that thing
need to
called? The
do the-
ballista.
The
Or
yeah.
the piercing ram.
No. That's when we.
Oh.
The ballista. You're right.
Alright, I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna look at you guys and say, "To the ballista, girls!" and I'm gonna move over to the ballista. If I can, I'm gonna grab both of them and try and drag them with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I?
I mean, if you guys are allowing it, are you
Yeah.
guys allowing it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
no.
allow it. You drag them over to the ballista.
Cool. How far is it?
You're on deck of the ship, so we're in theater of the mind. You make it to the ballista.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we do
May we
it. then?
approach?
Yeah. Maybe
It's
we
going to take their actions too. You'll have to wait for both of their actions for it to
shit.
go off.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to. Do I have to do these in order? Load, aim, fire. I assume. I will
think so,
load.
yeah.
I will load the ballista.
Amazing. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
And that takes 3 of us To load
Takes
it.
3 actions
Okay.
to
16.
16. Amazing. You successfully
Damn, 3 rounds.
jam the ammunition into the ballista,
load
beckoning for
inside.
them to join you in shooting it. With that is going to be, if that's your turn, it's Estel's turn now.
Okay, so just clarifying, load, aim, fire. Like, we're all 3 there, but I can use my... Okay.
That's correct.
Then I'm aiming that puppy.
Amazing.
And I'm going to use my bone... Let's see if I use my bonus action.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Always the question.
I mean, shit, I'll cast Shillag.
Yeah, absolutely. Your staff overgrows with druid craft. These plants Shalalag, absolutely.
That's my turn.
Amazing. As you aim,
Ow.
is that aiming correct?
Yeah.
Amazing. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me. I'm gonna have you make a perception check for me.
Great.
Let's go.
Okay, 19.
19. Amazing. You
Like it's nothing.
turn the ballista, aiming it
Really well.
for where it needs to go, with only one part of the equation missing. Both of you having set it up perfectly to send out
natural
the
one.
ballista shot.
Rolling real bad.
With that, it is going to
this
be
one.
these guys' turns.
Take my
The
lucky
goon
die.
balloons are going to come over, as 2 of them are going to
Four Goonies.
coming over are going to
big
look
guy
at you, Spleen,
had 4 Goonies.
and they're both going to use their scintillating eye. Magical kaleidoscopic light emanates from their eyes. As the goon balloons target one creature they can see, you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Whatever. It's not a big deal. Or, let me use that. Would you? Let me use all of that. Where
This
is
one?
it? Yeah.
Can I give me my laptop pass? That same one?
Okay. Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, DC is 12.
11.
11! DC is 12. You take
I hate
10
your
points.
guts.
10 points of psychic damage. As
shit,
these
babe.
two
Shit.
turn their eyes towards you, and light color starts coming out towards you, and you feel your mind begin to headache pulsing in your head. That's going to be their turn. The other 2 are going to come around. They're going to attack your friend on the ship, this half dragonborn. They are coming over with their claw attacks.
It's coming from my break.
That's going to be 6 damage to your friend over there.
Okay.
Amazing.
Well, Great.
As you see 2 of these 4 come over and start with their claws on like their feet, just start wrenching out, and you hear this half dragonborn say, "No, please, we do not want this." As that's going to be their turn. It's now going to be Gunslinger. Your turn.
Right. I kind of roll my eyes a little bit at that, and and I will take my pepper box and
Pepper box.
what's a pepper? And I'm gonna try to hit both of them.
Yeah.
What? Both?
One after the other.
Okay.
100%.
Slip.
So that is going to be a 13 to
Hits.
Yes.
hit. Okay, great. And then. Oh, okay, only 2 points of damage. Piercing damage.
Sure.
Sure, whatever. I'm not that mad about it, honestly. And then I'm gonna go for the second one.
Amazing.
Ooh!
Nat
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yes!
Let's
Second one.
go.
As you pull out your pepper box,
What is up?
what does it look like? First roll damage for the second one, if you would. So it's max plus your roll.
Love 9.
Okay.
Okay, but already max.
So describe for me what it looks like when you first shoot the first one and then destroy the second one.
Great. So, as you guys saw already before, I've crafted this sort of this really gorgeous like instrument, this weapon that uses gunpowder and fire to work, but it also I've imbued it with this arcane energy that calls on the force of lightning to make its hit.
So cool.
So
Nice.
you see a storm slightly brewing up overhead. Think Thor. And then it zaps out, hits the first guy. Doesn't really hit him that hard, obviously. But the second guy takes a really big hit. I'm a little mad. And yeah.
Oh.
And it explodes. Noxious fumes explode from it. It is directly next to your comrade. Your comrade is going to make a Constitution saving throw. And your comrade is poisoned.
Ooh.
As this fumes explode out from this goon balloon, your comrade, they inhale it and go, oh, no, and just fall to their knees. As Gunslinger, you have destroyed one of these and seriously injured one of the others. Is that your turn, Gunslinger?
So 19, that's how many hit points I have then.
That's a win.
Is that my turn? I just say, Zumba! And then that's it.
Amazing.
Zumba?
Zumba?
Zumba!
I'm gonna.
She's Italian, you guys.
I'm gonna pull out my spell book.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance. Thickening.
Incredible.
Thickening Radiance. Oh, you want a twist, time? So that is interesting. It is an interesting spell.
Zumba.
Wait, what?
From the TikTok.
What TikTok?
There was a very old TikTok that I made, or that Carson and I made, that was about Zumba.
Oh
The half dragonborn, genderqueer.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh, wait.
That was insane.
Genderqueer.
Right, it was like me at a party describing my character
Level
named
20
Zumba.
genderqueer half dragonborn that eats diamonds.
TikTok plug.
And
my
something
God,
else.
what?
TikTok plug.
You can count on us for one thing. It's putting our own memes into the story.
That nobody's seen.
That's deep lore. That is deep lore.
Ernie, you got your spellbook out, and you're doing Sickening.
Sickening Radiance.
Sickening Radiance. There's two of these that are coming close to you.
It creates a 30-foot radius.
Amazing. That's gonna be
like a
both
little
of those.
sphere.
Totally.
And if they go into it, it's centered within range, so I'm going to center it on one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first or on the start of the turn, for the first time or it starts the turn there, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take damage.
Amazing. Okay. They're both gonna fail.
Oh, great. So they take a lot of damage.
Let's
and if they survive this, they also get one level of exhaustion and emit a dim green light for, so they can't be missed, pretty much.
Amazing. Okay. Amazing.
I need 4d10.
Okay.
Send your kids to camp.
Looks like. Honestly, Simon.
But someone else might be able to help you.
What the hell is the mangonel?
Thank you.
I think mangonel is like kind of like a catapult.
13, 14, 15.
Okay.
16 points of damage.
Did both of them?
Whatever.
They're both in the range.
They're both in range.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll say they have different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, nice.
9,
A 0 is 10,
12, 13.
by the way.
23.
So it's
Okay. For both of them, how do you want to do this?
Okay.
let's
Very
Oh!
Okay.
Mother!
I'm just gonna honestly, it's pretty casual. I'm just gonna like point,
Yeah.
cast the spell.
Yeah.
They're gonna walk in it and then just go.
Yeah, there is that exact sound.
Yeah.
A fart sound as they both just explode. Noxious fumes. They didn't get close enough to any one of you guys for it to affect you with a poison condition as they both explode. You having destroyed both of them. There's one left, and it is near the gunslinger ship.
Can I
anything else?
prepare a reaction?
What you got?
My chronal shift.
Sure.
So I'm just
ready.
pulling out my.
Is that an action or a reaction?
It's a reaction.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
you
it's-
just
it's-
have you have your clock out ready to go.
Yeah. So I can do it for anybody, really.
Amazing. Okay.
It's just anybody who I can see in 30 feet of me.
Okay, incredible.
correct.
So that would be anyone on your ship.
Yes.
Amazing. As your ship is coming closer now to the gunslinger ship, Ernie, that's your turn. Ruby, you are up. There's
Come on,
one of these goon balloons left, and it
Okay,
is
get 'em.
bearing down on the gunslinger and Zumba's ship.
Let's
You
go.
know what I'm gonna do?
Fire.
Yeah.
Incredible. Okay.
What are we gonna
yeah.
do? Fire!
Wow. Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll with the ballista's
Ask me, shall we?
stats.
And I'm gonna inspire myself again.
Let's go.
Why not?
Yeah, you
Why
should.
not?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to inspire yourself?
I kind of don't think so, but I'm allowing it for now. It's great.
You're an inspiration to me. Why not yourself? That's so.
If anyone in the chat,
Don't.
You have
If
to.
anyone in the chat,
Close the chat. Close
Yeah.
the chat.
close the chat.
come on. Okay. Okay, plus.
But she's inspired.
Wait, and it's +6.
Okay.
Because that's our attack.
I will tell you
Really
now.
got
The
it.
AC for this balloon is 10.
You win.
Done.
I don't need my inspiration.
You stop singing. As
I
you-
start to play my violin.
As the three of you wheeling this thing around, first loading it, then aiming it, and then you
Isabel, scoop.
pulling the lever, pulling the trigger, shoot out this ammunition, this spearhead, shooting through space into this final balloon as it's just coming close to you, Gunslinger. The eyes all focusing on you. There's a moment of frozen before it
Stinky.
explodes. And astral winds. The breeze carries the stink away as you all take a breath. These boom balloons are gone.
Not too deep a breath.
And you now get a full view of the ship that this gunslinger is on. This ship, it's an antique spelljamming vessel, but one that's almost would have been stylish in its age. It's like a lamprey, this undersea creature with teeth, like mandibles, teeth on its end. It seems to have these large, like, grappling claws on its end, but otherwise a small spelljamming vessel with 2 people on it.
Like, how big is it compared to our ship?
Much smaller.
Okay.
And it seems to be completely defunct, marooned in this place. Gunslinger, you look up and you see 2 ships tied together. One a living ship with a tree on it, and the other a squid ship.
Squid ship.
Coming, floating close to you.
Okay.
So you all stare each other down. What do you do?
I shout out. Is anyone a healer over there?
Whistle for me? I'm not that good of a whistler. I'm sending my caribou over.
Could use some help on our ship.
You see this, like, ethereal, celestial caribou just boom, boom, bound over the side of the squid ship and land on your ship, staring at you.
God. Okay.
That's, that is 1d6. 1d6. Every round that we're in combat, but we're not anymore.
Right.
So it's 1d6.
Okay. Right. So, Mr. Caribou, my friend over here seems to not be well. Zumba needs some help. Maybe you can help him?
The caribou gives your face a lick and then just kind of over to Zumba. As Zumba takes a deep breath. Says, Donkey. Donkey.
Donkey!
And
Thank the donkey.
hoist themselves up. They were in a tight spot there. And they look over at you and say, but we got through it.
Yeah, no, thanks to you, Zumba.
And Zumba kind of nods and looks over and just kind of goes back to themselves.
Well, I guess we have some friends to thank. Maybe they'll help us out here.
Will you help us out here?
Is he speaking in common?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they're speaking common, yeah.
Oh, great.
Maybe.
I think so.
We're in need of help. Our spell-jamming helm, it
he's
broke
German.
down.
Zumba's
It is...
Yeah.
Forgot.
The spell-jamming helm broke down. Shitty piece of equipment, and we are stuck here. We need...
Is that the truth, Zumba? Is that really the truth?
Don't blame the spell jam. Blame the spell
Tell them
jammer.
the truth, Zumba. Tell them why we're stranded here, Zumba.
You see Zumba's face go red a little bit. I may have eaten some essential parts of our spell jamming helm, and now we are stuck here. We would like a ride.
What does Zumba look like?
Zumba is a half dragonborn, which for me was confusing to figure out what that looks like. I think is kind of like half human, like a lot of human features, but like scales on the top of the head and like horns reaching back. It's like a tiefling, but with like very scaly kind of features and like patches of scales.
Why did you eat it?
Do I have to? Okay, I'm hungry all the time. I like to eat gems. This is an essential part of who I am.
Now, I just wish I had known that before I agreed to buy half a ship with you.
I thought that I could hold off for long enough. I'm sorry.
I look around, do a quick scan of our ship, and see if any gems are about.
I'm adorned in like gems.
You all know that your spell jamming helm also
too.
has gems crystals on the underside of it that keep it sustained in the air.
I say, well, I suppose the answer is if you're friendly, and it seems that you have helped us with these large goon balloons, then you are welcome to come, of course. However, we would ask that you would not eat our gems. As we do need them.
I swear on my life, I will not eat your gems.
Is gems the only thing you eat? Because we also have 7 large hamsters.
I need gems to live. Yes.
Only gems.
Gems.
Okay. Hamsters safe.
So how long can you go without a gem? Because if you
I can go for so long.
How long did you last on this ship?
I lasted on this ship for, I think, 12 days.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, I can last longer. I've learned from this experience.
When we went to the casino
yeah,
back when, didn't we steal a shit ton of gems?
Yeah, but this
we
guy's not
got
giving
gold. I don't know that we got gems because I placed
If you
my
just
gems.
indiscriminately took stuff from
Yeah,
that
no,
pile,
we like
you got
scooped
gems.
it up.
Oh.
You certainly got gems.
So I kind of root around in my bag for a little while, and I noticed that I have like handfuls of gems. And
as you pull those out, Zumba, give me those gems! Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I will be so good. I will be so good.
Zumba,
Yeah.
you can have those gems if you stay right by Ruby and you're good.
Your name is Ruby?
Oh my god.
I see some love.
Yes, Ruby Hayworth. Pleasure to meet you. Yes, these.
Zumba. Just Zumba.
Uh-oh.
Zumba, it's not really my. Please come over, and I would ask that we ration the gems. I don't know, maybe just one at a time.
I don't need any gems. I will be so fine. We'll be good.
One per day.
One per day, I think.
And only what's your What's
sorry.
your name?
I think are we close enough to like be seeing each other at this point to really?
You, as this conversation is happening, your ships drift close to each other. As Zumba's calling out, Gunslinger, you look up and you see these 4 looking over the side of the ship. You see all of them in full detail.
I see you.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Spleen, is that you?
What?
Huh? I've been looking everywhere for you guys. Are you here? Where's Galileo?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. No. Too much. Too much. Who is this? Do I know?
You don't recognize her.
Sorry, of course you wouldn't recognize me in this form.
Oh my god.
No.
I
just got
it.
I didn't get it.
No,
Guys,
don't.
hold on.
It's me, Razzie.
No!
Oh
my god!
brain. Your brain is sick.
I swear to God.
Did Carson know? Check the chat.
Carson, did he know?
Oh my God.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's there. I don't know.
I
He
don't,
just said,
I don't
"Oh
think
my
he
god."
knew, right? He didn't know. I don't think
Okay.
he knew.
Oh my God.
I need to compose myself.
Okay.
I'm not even. Okay, I'm stepping away.
No,
And that's- I leave now.
Okay,
so
we're gonna get through it.
Okay.
I feel like you guys aren't saying something.
No, please come on
Yeah,
board.
come on
we
board,
don't get
please.
it yet. Yeah.
He
So
didn't know.
The ships come close enough now where they're all level, and you're able to climb aboard.
Razi,
So are you
It's-
turned? Have you turned back into a bunny?
No. I look the way I described. That's how I look.
Great.
Razi, it's so good to see you.
I can't believe what are you doing out here? I can't believe you're here.
Did she sound the way that I remember?
Make an insight check for me.
Do I really believe it? 16.
16. Literally every part of her is different, except for the way she's talking to you. Her voice is different. Her body is different. The circumstances are very different. But the way she said your name, it's as if you travel back in time.
Oh my god, I hate this. Okay. I thought you were dead.
I know. Me too.
Sorry. What?
I'm a little confused right now.
Do you know her?
Yes, this is Galileo's wife. I saw your body. I thought you told me that if you made it out, you would just be gone.
I don't know what happened that day. I don't really. And I'm still trying to figure it all out. I don't remember a lot, and a lot of it just came back recently, and so I was desperate. I was desperate to find you guys. I had to find you guys, and I worked really hard for a really long time, and I got this ship, and it's in shambles now, and
Zumba.
and I don't know how I'm gonna get back to Waterdeep, but that's where I'm headed. I was going there to find you guys.
Oh, Razi, it's so good to see you. I
can't tell you how good it is to see you.
I can't believe it. Why don't we go chat? Just us and have a drink. And
He's not here, is he? What happened to him? Where is he?
You always you know him. His will was just too strong, and no matter what you or I did, it didn't matter. He always did what he needed to do, and he was looking for you this whole time. We were looking for you together. I didn't even believe that you'd make it, and I was just going with him because I didn't know where else to go, but he kept trying to find you everywhere, and then he saw you just a few weeks ago. He saw you floating by in space, and it looked like you, like the old you, but I knew it wasn't you. And he jumped out of the boat. And we all tried. We did everything we could. I promise I looked for him, and we tried to hold him down, but you know him better than anyone, and he's
gone.
He's gone.
Well, I guess I know how he felt then. Maybe that day, when he thought I had gone. I'm sorry. I just don't really know what to do now. For years I've been trying to figure out how to get back to him, back to you guys. Home. But home isn't home without Galileo.
I know. It's not, and... honestly, it's this past few weeks without him, I know how you feel. He's really the only friend I've ever known and the only family I've ever had, and except for you. And I never thought I'd see you again. I really didn't. And I mean, it's serendipity. It just means the world to see you here, and I can't let you go. You have to stay, and we can mourn together, and we can do everything we can to try and find him, even though it's not even possible. But
we have to try.
But I missed you so much, and I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Spring. And
yeah, big hug. You bitches! I hate you, motherfuckers!
If Zumba's nearby, I'm actively kind of holding tight to these gems.
I have to pee.
Yeah.
I'm never coming back.
Zumba gets up onto the deck of the ship and immediately has a moment of just like eyes are like darting, then looks at you and says, Thank you.
I reach into my bag and I pull out one gem and hand it to him.
Oh, no, that is too kind. You do not have to do that right now.
You don't want this?
I would love it, thank you. And they grab it and just kind of look at it for a second and, try to play it cool.
Great.
The moment you turn away for a second, thank you.
Do I see that?
Yeah, for sure.
Does anybody else see that?
Yeah, all of you see that.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Can I put a collar on Zumba with a bell as well?
No, you may not. You imagine Zumba would have a problem with that for sure.
Yeah.
Zumba is their own person.
Yeah.
That's Estel's new fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jack.
As Spleen and Razi are embracing, Captain Kothar comes out and says, "It's a dangerous place. We should get a move on. Where are we headed in this system?"
Commodore Dent.
Yes. Commodore Dent sort of shuffles up. Oh, greetings.
Commodore Dent, we have two new members on board. This is Razi and this is Zumba.
Zumba.
Please
pleasure.
do not let Zumba below deck.
Don't.
Too near the gems.
Understood. Zumba, I hope you understand.
I do. As Dent turns back to you.
Headed next, Kothar. Right. So, I have solid intelligence. If we are to find the factions in this system who are convening to form a coalition against the Xaryxian Empire, I spoke to my friend, a fellow gift, Warwick Blastimov is his name.
One more time?
Warwick Blastimov.
Warwick.
The last I spoke to him, he was on one of the 9 moons of N. He had arrived here in search of a coalition. We head to the moons of N. And it's there that we'll find these factions gathered.
And the moons of N, where Warwick is, one more time, how do you know this person?
A fellow mate of the Navy, from my sad history. But when I spoke to him last, he was confident. It was about close to a year ago now that I spoke to him that he was on one of these moons, so I think he should probably be there.
I'd like to run this past Xedalli before
I think that's a good idea.
we go. I know, Comrade, that you have some issue with her, but I trust her, and I'd like her opinion before we move.
By all means.
And he walks in.
Can I take an insight check on?
On Dent?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can insight check.
Okay. 22.
22. He really, you can tell that he really wants to find Warwick Blastimov, this comrade of his. He said that it has been close to a year since he heard from him that he was on one of these moons, and you can sense some amount of unsureness about his information, about his intel, that Warwick is still there. It's a bit of a toss-up.
Commodore Dent,
Yes.
I don't mean to be too inquisitive, but where did you get this information?
Warwick himself.
Yeah.
We had a means of communication. I lost it several months back, but it was straight from the source. He was arriving here in Doomspace. He's heading to one of the moons. I'll remember it if I think about it.
You dragged us. I don't mean to be rude, but you dragged us all the way out here. into a
I
dangerous part of
assure
space.
you, he is here. He is here, and he is gathering the different factions. He is gathering the coalition. I know it.
I want to pants this
Yeah,
floor.
I'm gonna go find Xedalli.
You see Xedalli's coming up above deck right now and kind of looks at you and says, hello.
Call over where we all are.
Comes over. Is
Relay
everything
all this
okay?
to her and relay to them the promise that she's made. I need you all to trust me on this. I trust Xedalli, and she will restore Waterdeep and our planet to what it was before if we help her.
Have you told us about your mom yet, or not yet?
I do right now.
I love
You
that.
all hear about Ariandi and her situation being held under duress.
Also, I heard all of this in the floorboards.
What?
As Xedalli looks at all of you, as you relay the information about Ariandi to everyone, Xedalli looks to you and to Zumba and nods. Hello. She looks over at Dent, who's kind of wandered off to the side of the ship, and says, I would, perhaps, if I were in your position, be interested in more up-to-date information on the system. I can tell you what I know about Doomspace. As she looks off the side of the ship, you see both of your ships are clearing the shattered sphere. Which
Did
you
we
understand
leave
now.
behind the tiny little one?
The tiny ship.
Your old ship.
Your little rowboat?
I assume yes. I assume yes, unless you tied a rope to it to drag
I
it
guess
along.
that's up to them if they want to try and hold on to this.
I mean,
Kayak.
I worked really hard for it. I think I would maybe try to rebuild it.
Yeah, totally.
We can tie it on to the
Depends
ship.
on
Several
how many
shipmates
pieces
from the
it's
Pale
gonna
Lantern go off and tie it off and connect it
Okay.
to the back of the ship so that it is flying through space behind you. It will need a new spell-jamming helm, but it is otherwise a fully ship-shaped ship.
Oh, good. Okay.
As you clear the shattered sphere, what you now understand to be this crystal sort of strange border to this wild space system, you enter and you look into the heart of the system. And as Xedalli says, I can tell you what I know about Doomspace. First of all, is that, and she points to the center of the system where you see this enormous point of utter blackness, darkness in the center, a black hole, if you will, in the center of this wild space system. You can see a few celestial bodies, moons, that are orbiting closely around the event horizon of it. Doomspace is so named after the Eye of Doom, this center of it, which is slowly eating the whole system. Otherwise what I know is this is the site of there is if I recall, a sort of gladiator arena on a space station floating through the system.
Oh, shit.
That's about as much as I can tell you about it. And then there's a host of moons that used to belong to a planet that no longer exists. That's about how
Have
I
you
can tell.
heard any sort of rumors of those that might be against the Empire, might be helping us, might be willing to help us fight against it?
There are many who are against the Empire, but I don't know of any who are gathering in a sort of collection of sorts. As far as I know, they're all fending for themselves.
Xedalli, is there any symbol or something we could send out that represents maybe who you are? We could sort of something like a mockingjay or something. A sort of
Recent Hunger Games watch.
Yeah.
Whistle it. Whistle the tone.
sort of, a symbol of the resistance.
Three fingers.
Perhaps, perhaps in Xaryxis space that might mean something, but as far as I know, all those who are sympathetic to my cause are still serving my brother. I don't know what it will take for them to come over to your side in particular, but I don't think that they are here.
Maybe a pigeon.
I don't know.
How do you feel about pigeons?
I'm not sure where
We'll get to
where the those who are opposed against us would be.
Well, I know there are a lot of people that go across the arena that didn't like the Empire so much.
At where?
The arena that you just talked
Floating
about.
arena.
Yeah.
Right, the name Vokath. Vokath is the one who runs it.
And Razi.
I mean, I just came
And-
from there.
Oh, of course. Oh my
right.
God, are you fucking kidding me? I hate you.
Wait. Explain.
Galileo and I used to go every day to the arena in Waterdeep looking for you. Every day we would go and watch the fighters fight, and I would bet on who would win. And we never found you. It was never quite right, but he knew. He knew that you were there.
I can't believe it. He still held on hope for me. I'm really, honestly, I'm touched more than you know.
We've got to go there.
Yeah.
It's a sign. It's in the cosmos. It's beyond us.
You're saying that there are many who are gathered there.
Yes, many different people from throughout the galaxies go there. And they love to watch the fighting, you know? They just love to fight, and they like to figure out how they're going to protect themselves when the Empire strikes for them.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
That seems promising. As she says that, Dent comes jogging over, boom, 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 over.
I remember the name of the moon. The moon, where Blastomov is. He's called Arun. Arun. That's where Blastomov said that he was.
Blast him off.
Perhaps. Oh no, way to the moon. We'll stop at the arena.
The arena.
We've heard there might be some people there who. Some.
If you're looking for people to join the cause, then yeah.
As Xedalli says, I agree with this newcomer. That seems like an intelligent option. As she says that, Dent looks at her.
Oh.
Well, that's what you wish. So be it. He walks away.
Oh, sad.
What's that about?
I think he has a friend he wants to visit on the moon.
Oh.
Captain Kothar speaks up and says, again, we should get moving. Where are we heading?
The arena.
We are going to fight and prove to them that we are. And she is, princess, worth fighting for. What do we think?
I'm in.
I think you hit the helm.
Kothar, I can hit the helm if you want to take a break.
If you want to hit
I
the
would,
hay.
I would love if you hit the helm.
Okay.
How about you join me? I can actually use some company.
Oh.
You wish.
I'm gonna go hit the helm.
Kothar
We're
and
all frozen.
Ernie.
Yeah.
Kothar and Ernie head down. You have a map. The Wild Space Orrery showing you Doomspace. As you take off,
Yeah, baby.
you
A room.
fly through space. It
yeah,
takes
that's where his-
another
little
10 or so days of travel from the edge of Doomspace, flying as fast as you can through this wild space system, heading to Vokoth's arena. You see now ahead of you a moon made entirely of bright green gas. Tendrils extending as your ships fly towards it. You see floating above the luminous green clouds is a structure made of gray and black stone, with large crystal formations jutting from the underside. Docks radiate outward from a building that is capped by a crystal dome. There are a number of ships docked here, including a galleon and several others that are shaped like a wasp, scorpion, a lamprey, and a bird. Attached to the main building is a tower. Has its own private dock. At the end of that dock is a ship shaped like a damselfly. This huge insectoid ship. Its metal hull painted blue. And flanking this dock as you approach this location that is so well known to you, Razi. Flanking this tower are two tall statues, identical, of this austere blue giant, Vokoth himself, as you approach his arena. All of you gathered. That's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh my god, that was such a good episode.
That was so
I know.
good.
Take my brain out.
You
Oh my god.
Cast!
Yes! Oh my god.
So excited.
Oh
You
my God.
sneaky sneaks.
Wow.
You
What a
Jack was
crazy
furious.
episode.
I
Oh my
was
God.
not.
I feel terrible, especially after last week's episode. I was like, I can't believe this is awful. This is awful.
No, I live
for
for
real.
that.
Wow.
But oh my
Perfect.
god.
Eric!
You
Eric.
are
Cass,
best.
it was Cass's decision to be Razi.
I mean-
It's been decided for
But it's been-
long time. Yeah.
It's been in the works for a
Oh
while.
my god.
No, my Eric was more at this episode.
But also, yeah,
Holy
I know.
shit.
You have to ask
There's
her
a-
why she's
Everyone
not
in
a
the
bunny
chat has been
anymore.
like singing your praises.
She doesn't have to
this
be
Oh,
a bunny.
that's
She's
right.
reinvented.
Thank you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you all the killers out there for joining us. Thank you, who's still here 3
A lot of
hours
people are
in.
still here.
Thank
They're
you for
all
joining
here.
us for this 5th episode of Spelljammer. We will be back next week. We will be back with a live 6th episode of this season. So join us then to see what can take place as our heroes try to prove themselves at Vokoth's gladiatorial arena. We'll see you then.
See you then. Follow all of our social medias and our Discord. Just put it in the chat. Join our Discord. Keep the chat going.
Yeah! Thank you guys so much. Love you.
Love you guys.